We will be posting this on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. So once we get everything kicked off, one thing to remember is we're here to have fun. If you have any questions, ask us any questions you'd like. Everyone in the party is happy to talk to you and share with you any insight they have, and we love new player questions. So feel free to ask. We're going to go ahead and get started now. Let me get everything ready. I got my beautiful party of people in Discord. We will get video cameras coming up as soon as we can. Technical, you know, problems aside, I will get that working for you. But let us get started. This story, like all good Dungeons and Dragons stories, starts off in a tavern.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Um, in this tavern are intrepid group of adventurers who do have some background knowledge of each other, whether you've managed to play in a session or not, um, are sitting at a table where they have been asked to meet Gundren, who they have done. Some of them have done some work for and are associated with as a friendly in a friendly way. Gundren, who has um, a job for them to continue with guarding the caravan of goods that he has going back and forth between the town of Phandalin and Neverwinter. So in Neverwinter at the tavern, our adventurers are waiting on Gundren to show up, and this noisy, raucous evening, there are a number of people in the inn. Um, our two bards have actually had some opportunity to play at the inn before, and so it is not uncommon for them to take to the stage and make their evenings dinner wages with song and tumbling and juggling and all kind of manner of entertainment that they are proficient with. And we're going to kick it off and let our party get started. As you're sitting there, the innkeep walks over and says, "Good day, fellas and ladies. Nice to see you again."
Hi!
Greeting.
Hello
It's good
again,
to be
sir.
back.
Well, what can I get for you, Captain? Will it be the brandy or the ale or mead, or what will your choice be today? And he smiles at you.
Is
Ale.
Brandy here?
Aye.
Ale and lots of it. Yes.
I didn't know
Aye.
Brandy was in town.
I'll bring you
She's a fine
brandy.
girl. Brandy's a fine girl.
I can't wait to see her. She owes me money.
Can I have some lavender wine, please?
Lavender wine. That's an
Yeah,
elvenish dish, is it not? Or
yeah,
elvenish drink, is it not?
but it's happy.
Little one, for you, I will find the closest thing to lavender wine as I can find.
Thank you.
Ale's fine for me, thank you, sir.
Very good. And for you, Doctor,
The same for me.
very good. So he walks off, and as you guys know from being in this inn on or this tavern in multiple occasions, it is going to be a little bit before your drinks arrive. There is not a large number of tavern wenches floating about. There's one young lady who you have surmised is the daughter of the innkeeper, who has made her job to be as bad a waitress as possible.
Oh,
As such, she is over there spilling drinks even as you watch at a table of sailors, and the sailors are getting rather annoyed with her. These most of the regulars of the tavern tend to be appreciative of the lasses, peccadillos, but these appear to be newcomers to tavern, and they are getting rather noisy with this young lady who is on the order of 13 to 14 years of age.
Oh.
That must be Brandy over there. Hey, Brandy, come over here. Bring us our drinks.
I'll be right with you.
I hop off my chair and I tick, 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 over to her, and I just like tug on the bottom of her shirt. I'm like, hey, Brandy, we
Oh,
need you.
yes, ma'am. Let me take care of these gentlemen really quickly. I'll be right over.
I put
Gentlemen
on my
indeed.
meanest scowl and I go, hey, you leave her be and you be nice. And then I
Okay.
go back to my chair.
So the sailors stop. The noise stops around that table, and in a ring of an expanding ring, everything gets a little quiet around them. In the range of the next tables around them, they all get quiet too. And this sailor looks at you and says, "What? What did you say to me? Mind your own damn business, you little rat."
I wasn't trying to start a fight. I'm just saying.
Well,
Be
then you shouldn't have
nice.
opened your damn mouth. And he is drunk. You
We are
can
going to have to stab some drunk sailors.
Wouldn't be the first time.
hmm
Okay, I walk to whatever her name is. Brandy, we're gonna call her.
Her name is
Uh-huh.
Brandy.
Her name's
Got
Brandy
it.
now.
And I just
She's a
like
fine
pat
girl.
her on the shoulder and I cast guidance on her.
Thank you, Terry.
Okay, so quick note about casting spells. It is obvious when you cast a spell. It is
That's
always
fine.
obvious when you cast a spell.
I'm just gonna pat her on the shoulder. Or
Okay.
actually, I can't reach her shoulder, so I'm gonna pat her on the hip.
Okay, you pat her on the hip and you call down, and you guys know of your young halfling friend, that she has called upon the gods in the past. Actually, a god that you guys are not familiar with, which is kind of odd to you, but and has been answered with the powers of the divine, and she does so now and says, "May what does she say?"
You know what? May my God bless you today with whatever you choose to do.
And
And I just like scowl back at the guy that told me to keep my damn mouth shut, and then I walk back.
and a slight glow passes over this young Brandy, and indeed she looks very calm for a brief moment, and then she turns back to the sailors, and she's making placating gestures with her hands. Calm down, please calm down, and this guy looks like he's working himself up.
Nice.
Um, so about that time, Gundren walks in. Gundren is your typical dwarf. He is short, stout, and very bearded and wrinkly and uh, calloused hands. And he walks over to the table and says, "Ah, friends, it is so good to see you again."
Good to see you, Gundren.
Hello, Gundren.
Hi, Gundren.
Captain, my captain. He says, "So good to see you. How's the business of finding your ship going?"
uh, Slowly.
Ah, well, then perhaps we can take advantage of that slowness if everyone else is willing, and have you escort a caravan back down to Phandalin for me. I have another shipment heading that way.
I can't wait to get away from this trash heap of a city.
Yes, indeed, indeed, indeed. Well, me and one of my friends will be traveling down there tomorrow, but my wagon will not be ready until 2 days after that. And you guys have been great and have escorted caravans before, together and apart in different groups of you, but if all of you would be willing to take my caravan or my wagon load of supplies down there, that would be just most appreciative. And I would give you again, as has been uh, from the past, I would give you 10 gold each for this quick 2-day travel.
10 gold?
As
10.
long as it's not a bunch of little people that we're carrying with us. Last
Hey.
time it didn't work out. No, not like you. I'm talking a lot bigger than you. But I mean, still, the last group, small children in my eye, those guys, that was awful. That was a mess. We almost died.
I think we can trust Gundren not to send us with a small crew.
Ugh. But that Johnny,
Gundren has wrinkled up his face, and because you guys have told the story to Gundren, because Gundren likes to have his drinks as well, and in whatever capacity you've told him, but it was always interesting to him, and he is wrinkling up his face and trying not to guffaw at this point.
I'm not doing that again. Unless I go in the trunk. If I go in the trunk, fine. That'll be fine.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Gundren lets out that guffaw at long last, and he says, "God, damn it, you guys have had some interesting adventures. Why don't I sit down and buy you around, and we'll have a couple drinks before I have to head out for the evening."
Oh, can I get it for you?
Get what? The drinks?
Yeah.
Oh no, we'll surely brandy, is it? Yeah, brandy will bring us drinks. It's no problem at all.
Oh, okay.
And he looks at you and he says, "What I meant to say, my dear child, is I would be honored to have you bring me a drink."
Okay, yay! I run over.
Eleanor just winks at him.
And he smiles and pats you on the hand. He's kind of a grandfatherly, nice guy that has taken you guys under his wings and appreciates you. So yeah. Hold on just a moment.
Deedle dee.
Wizards. Wizardry.
So as I'm going to finish whatever drink I find on the way. Like if anyone's put a cup on the ground, I'm just clug 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 and making my way to the bar to pick up Gundren's drink.
I like her.
I'm just happy-go-lucky. Oh, and I'm a cleric, not a druid. I lied.
She lied.
I was going to be a druid.
She was going to be a druid. I wasn't
No
going to say
worries.
anything, but
I was like, oh, dang it. That's why I have Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, yes. So, by the way, our one of our players has had slight technical difficulties. He is getting back in the stream now. It will be just a few minutes. Okay, so you guys are sitting there, and Gundren is waiting for the drink, and you do bring him a drink. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
And when you went, he put a couple of copper on the table for you to pay for his drink with.
I don't take it. I pay for it myself.
You should have took one from the sailors. Then we could have stabbed them.
He shakes his head. About that time, one of the sailors, the larger, drunker sailor, walks up to the table, and he looks down at the halfling, and for the life of me, it's going to take forever to get the names of my characters down. Evelyn.
Well, and it's going to be rough because we have 2 E's.
Yeah, it will be rough.
And it is Eleanor, not
Lenore.
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 Yeah, do want to say thank you very much for joining the stream today. Feel free to comment and participate. One thing we are doing, and I don't want to, say it too much, but there is a viewer menu. As the players are participating in the adventure, you can interact with the players by giving them opportunities to succeed or suck. Just that will be something that you will have the opportunity to do as the adventure goes on. If you have any questions about that, just let us know. Um, okay, so the sailor walks over to the table and he looks down at the halfling Evelyn and he scowls for a minute, looks back over at the table of his friends and he says, "Sorry about being rude with you."
I get up on the chair to be kind of a little bit taller. And I go, you know what? It's okay. Thank you for apologizing. I appreciate it.
He looks back over his shoulder at the table, and you see him looking at this smallish man who's dressed a little nicer than him, and he says, "I'd like to buy your table a round."
Thank you. I get up on the table and I give him a hug.
Oh God! So you guys see this look of complete disdain and frustration, and almost the edge of rage passing over this guy's face as he stands there stiff as a board, letting Evelyn wrap her arms around his neck. And he
And I
says,
give him a little nuzzle on the neck and I let go and I go back in my chair.
he closes his eyes for a second. There's a whisper of a prayer that passes over his lips, something about God's damned something or other. And he goes over to the bar and you guys a little bit later there are 2 rounds of drinks that show up at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I take my second drink and just put it in front of Captain.
Oh, good lord.
this is going to go well.
This is going to end so poorly. Oh, Dan, you're still not drinking, are you?
Yeah, it's sitting there. I mean, right there in front of me. As I look at this guy
So
with my
I'll,
hand
I'll
on his
take. Eleanor will take one of Dan.
Corbin.
Thank you, Corbin's drinks and put it in front of.
And one of Corbin's drinks is in front of the captain already, I think.
Yes.
As they get sit down, she'll just with ease of long habit just redistribute them.
Leonardus knows how this works. He knows who requires beverages and who doesn't.
So the interesting thing that the party has noticed that happens very regularly is drinks end up very empty very quickly in front of Leonardus.
That's my kind of party.
By the way, the wine that you get is not a lavender wine, but it is a very floral wine. So
Awesome. I'll pretend like it tastes delicious.
it's good. It's you guys are not here for the beverages. You're here for the ambiance. And Brandy walks over to your table and she kind of goes over towards Eleanor, who, by the way, she's got kind of a um, hero complex about you because she's been in awe of you ever since you played at this place and blew it out of the water.
You're a superstar, superstar.
And she looks at you and she says, "My lady," and she does the worst little curtsy you can imagine. It's almost embarrassing in how bad it is. And she says, "Would you care to play a tune for us?"
Eleanor would just smile. Did you have something in mind?
Anything you'd care to play. The tavern would be such a pleasant place with the sounds of your voice. And she smiles and almost like she's got a little crush on you, kind of.
Aw.
Eleanor would kind of take a fast sip of her ale and then I'd be happy to. I'd be happy to. Lead the
I slap you on the butt and cast guidance.
Bam. Butt guidance.
That just happened.
Yep.
And Leonardus, by the way, I was going to throw this in too. When you drink the ale that was sitting in front of Corbin, it's kind of stale, strangely enough. Not quite as sharp as the rest of the ales.
Ooh.
Well,
Mystery.
huh.
Mystery.
It's pretty normal affair for me.
And
I
he
drink
doesn't care. He's on.
It's still alcoholic.
Beats the hell out of kerosene and perfume.
So
That's
Eleanor
the.
would. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say that's the upgrade from vanilla extract.
All right. Ugh.
So Eleanor would walk through the tables and on up to the stage, and she'd hop up gracefully and do a strum on her lute to kind of get the attention of the crowd.
The captain, the maid, and the troll. Free bird.
Very nice. So, as I recall, you did create a new tune for that adventure. Do you choose to play that tune?
For which one? Didn't quite hear what he
The
said.
captain, the maiden, and the troll.
Oh, yes. Oh yeah, I've been working on that one, so I'll try singing that one again.
Okay.
Or you could always do the bandit and his cross buns.
Do the crossbuns.
So, which song do you choose to sing? And just so you know, Jess, I do give extra bonus XP and or items to people who are creative and do such things as write songs, write poems, draw pictures,
That's
provide
something I'm gonna be working on.
provide
That's
media.
probably less on the spot though.
Yeah,
Are
No,
you a singer?
yeah,
I am. Yeah.
Me too.
Nice. All right, that mean okay. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm gonna work on at least making something at some.
absolutely. So I just wanted to let everyone know that I do encourage that kind of behavior and will reward it. So, okay, so do me a favor and roll a performance check, and you can add a D4 to that performance check.
In the tower or out.
You can do it out of the tower. That's fine. You'll know how effective you are. Ooh,
Get it?
And then the D4.
D4, yes. Pop that. Oh, you got it. Okay, so Eleanor, you begin to play, and as you play, and you're playing
I sing the tale of the hot crossed buns.
Yeah.
okay, so you begin to sing the tale of the hot cross buns, and it is a little more jaunty a tune, I imagine. Is that right?
A little
Yes,
more
it's
hot
more
and
of-
a little more bun.
It's more of a rollicking, not so much a ballad as a dancing song almost.
The
Okay.
level of bun added depends on how many sailors are actually in the tavern.
There are enough sailors that there is lots of bun. So
All the buns.
all the buns. So the thing is, you begin playing this, and you will end up playing this 3 times in a row because it is so popular. And what takes place is, to you guys, it is like a flash mob. The people in the tavern begin to move the tables out of the way, and a dancing area is promptly made, and people start going to town dancing. Guys are doing break dancing maneuvers. It's like, it's crazy how active and energetic these dancers get. People actually come in off the street, and begin to dance with the people dancing. It's it's um, it's impressive.
Can I go grab the guy's hand that apologized to me and start dancing? Whether he dances or not, I'll just start dancing with him.
With who? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
The guy who apologized that
Please
came
tell
over
me.
to the table.
Please tell me he has a peg leg, please.
Oh, I'll dance with his peg leg all over the place.
I'll leave that up to our other bard, or our bard Eleanor, to determine if he has a peg leg or not.
Am I pole dancing or am I just dancing? I guess it would be peg dancing in this case.
Don't get
I
any splinters.
Coins start appearing around the
You don't
leg.
know where that thing's been.
He has all of his limbs.
All right. So just regular dancing then.
You still don't know where that thing's been.
Wouldn't you like to know? Oh,
Oh.
no, that was awful.
Yes, Demise, you heard peg leg, and it was mentioned by one of our wonderful players without any indication of what the reaction would be. Okay,
Thanks,
so
Demai.
thank you so much, Demise.
I love you, Demised.
That's awesome. So
By the way, sorry I had to run away from the table. I was, I don't know what brandy served me in that last drink, but it was awful.
Oh,
It's all
Well,
good.
Now,
so, go ahead.
are they
Corbin.
crowding up and dropping money like they were before?
Okay, so the initial reaction is there is a number of coins that is dropped on the in the loot case that Eleanor has put out there, and in this case there is some coppers, mostly coppers. This is not a well-to-do establishment, but there's actually a silver. She ends up with 4 silvers out of this initial push, and when she sings it again, she ends up with 11 silvers, and when she sings it the third time, she ends up with 14 silvers.
Well,
So
just so you know, while she's singing, I look at Lige and Leonidas and I stand up and start to go into the crowd, considering the last episode we had. She has now got like a little security team keeping an eye on the goods.
Leonardus is meandering his way with 3 drinks in his hands, dancing and sloshing them all over the floor towards the guitar case / hat, whatever it is that she's put out for tips, remembering the last time. But he's doing a piss poor job of it.
Yeah, like, and I'm just creeping. Like, people will be dancing, and you'll see somebody dancing. They'll look over, and there I am over their shoulder, and they're like, "Ha!" You know, because I'm crazy looking. I'm crazy looking. Not dancing either.
so
Total buzzkill, man.
Just walking.
Just
slowly.
walking.
how tall is Corbin again?
He's like 6'1", tall and thin,
Very
So
good.
yeah, he stands out in the crowd.
and covered in black leather,
That's just
And-
crazy.
and a plague mask. I mean, let's be honest, I never take that off.
yeah,
That's a total buzzkill for that party. Just dude walking around in a plague doctor mask.
Is this the Reaper? What is this? Mask of Red Death?
I think he found the wrong club.
The Corona Club is next door.
Yeah.
They just haven't invented techno yet. It'll come.
I was gonna say that the witch doctor, club is down the road, and they only open at midnight.
It's grungy goth is what it is.
yeah. So
Isn't that a double entendre?
guys, we're gonna have times where the players will go off, and I will just sit here for a long period of time, listening to them entertain themselves. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
We are entertaining.
They are entertaining. It's going to be great.
Sometimes to ourselves only.
Only.
So everyone who's in the stream, welcome to the stream. Just let me know if you have any questions. We're playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons with a wonderful party of adventurers. So as you make your way over to Eleanor's little stage, Corbin, you are clapped on the back with more friendliness than you are in any way used to. Usually, when you're in places like this, people kind of shy away from you because of your appearance. But people are slapping you on the back, enjoying your company, and being very friendly.
Well, it is telling on my face. It really is.
Yeah.
Under the mask.
So to clarify that, he wears a plague doctor mask at all times, and the look upon his face does not change because of that.
And specifically, though, guys, when you look at it, it is not so much professionally doctorish because it's somewhere in between plague doctory and cultist because he's a cultist. I mean, let's be honest.
That's cute.
We're all pagans of some kind, right?
What are you trying to say?
Keep giving me drinks, and I'll keep drinking them. That's all
I'll
I'll say.
believe, I'll believe whatever God you want me to believe.
That's my motto.
That actually is Elijah's motto. That's the funny thing. Okay, so you move over to
Dionysus.
to the Dionysus. Yes, absolutely.
I love that guy. I love that guy.
Leonardus is a very big fan.
Well, and I'm saying that's Dionysus talking about Leonardus.
I don't know
He's my
anything
favorite.
about. I don't know anything about no dying Nisus, but
You may be dying unnices.
That makes me die curious.
Guys are making me giggle.
Oh my god.
For those of you in the stream, we will be producing a piece of merchandise with the Die Curious logo on the T-shirt. So
Yes.
be waiting for Die Curious T-shirts.
That's amazing.
Is that not awesome?
Die Curious logo.
DIE Curious, like the singular of dice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't have to explain that, did I?
yeah. I get it.
You did for me. I didn't get it, so I'm good.
I'm not laughing, but I get it.
You're laughing underneath the plague mask if you borrow it.
See, here I am laughing.
No, they will not demise. Because
Dying, not nice.
we will have dice on the logo as well, so it will be fine. So as you guys make your way about, the captain is being very loose with his alcohol spilling as he dances because keeping up with 3 mugs is rather the challenge. Oh, Evelette, this guy just stands there, and he keeps on. He keeps on.
I'll get up on it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Are you gonna climb him like a tree?
Yeah. know what?
Whole
I
new
will.
meaning to pole dancing.
Oh, God.
Yo ho ho.
So you begin to be very raucous with this sailor, and the sailor, uh, the sailor
He ain't
decides
having it.
that he's getting a little fed up, and the guy that he was looking to, the better dressed guy, stands up and holds his hand out to you and says, "My dear, may I have this dance?"
Oh yeah! And I hop down off of the other guy and go to him.
Okay, so this guy takes you out for a spin around the dance floor, and he is being very respectful and charming, and he's a very handsome gentleman, and he smiles at you with bright shiny teeth that have that gling, that sparkle on them whenever he smiles, and he treats you with very kid gloves, does not put his hands anywhere that they do not belong. It is a very nice, very energetic dance that he puts you through, and you have a lot of fun.
And he's talking about baby goat, not that you're a child. Okay.
Yes. I mean, I look like one, so. I just kind of want to look him inquisitively in the eyes and just be like, "Who are you?"
He says, "No one of consequence."
I think you might be.
Is his name
I think you
Wesley?
might be important.
He says, "Not at all. Not at all. I manage a small skiff out in the harbor, and I am no one to worry about."
All right, sailor, what's your name?
I am Leonard.
Leonard. Well, Leonard, thank you for the dance.
And he says, "No, my dear, thank you.
Check your pockets.
Hello,
Yeah.
Jordan. Thank you for joining, buddy."
Yes, for sure. So I'm going to politely stop dancing with him, run over to the table, and quickly just shove my hands in my pocket. And just like,
You
I don't trust this guy.
You shove your hands in your pocket, and everything is present. All of your belongings are
There
where
we
they belong, and everything's fine.
I look back over to him and just like give him this questioning look of, who the hell are you? Like, what?
He smiles and tips
People aren't nice.
he smiles and tips his this cup at you, and goes back to watching Eleanor play her tune. Constable, you are taken in hand by a lady that comes in from off the street, and she has a to you. You have a distinct smell of onions.
Oh no 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 no!
Make you want to cry.
Do I recognize this lady?
You do not recognize the lady. No.
Don't know if that's good or bad.
Oh no! Oh no 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 no! What'd she look like?
She's a relatively attractive, but she's a little worn. And
A little worn. Very nice.
And-
That's not out of the ordinary for my company.
it is not out of the ordinary. And she starts dancing with you. She takes one of the mugs out of your hand and tosses it back, and she's spinning you about the dance floor.
She's leading.
She is leading, and all the while, her hands make it to places on your body that you would have to be very comfortable with her to not notice.
You're like, I said Dionysus, not Pan. Get your hands out of my pants, man.
Looking for a flute.
See
Oh,
if we can wet your whistle.
all right. Well, fuck it.
That's what she
You ever
said.
seen? You ever
When
seen
you-
the bilge of a ship?
And she looks at you and she says, "Well, let's go find out what it looks like."
Leonardus and his worn out women.
Uh-oh. Leonardus is starting to get some bad vibes from onion breath, though. You know,
Is he?
I don't even know what to say to that.
I'm
Is he?
sorry, my dear, but
Am I witnessing this?
Yes,
Transpire?
yes, you are, and
I'm gonna
Okay.
shoot a pleading look at Lige.
Captain, aren't we supposed to be helping our friend? Keep an eye on her stash.
That we are indeed. He pats the girl on the shoulder and passes her to the nearest sailor.
They tell Corbin about her breath later, and he goes, I know, I could smell it.
Leonardus is busily checking his pockets with his free hand that she just freed of a drink.
okay. So go ahead and
All
roll
these
a
In tower perception.
in tower athletics check.
Athletics. Oh god, she's hanging on
Against
for dear life.
grapple.
To get away from her.
She's not that worn out.
Okay, so you begin to hand her off, and she does this little spin maneuver, and apparently you are going through a dance routine with her, and you did not realize it. Um,
I'm impressed. I'm impressed he can dance in his condition.
uh, my condition,
I'm
my
impressed he
condition.
can dance.
No, that's the thing. Leonardus is very,
He's the party king.
yeah, he's quite capable of all things social and drinking related.
No, I get it. I'm just impressed.
You're just
He's just got
impressed.
just got terrible taste in when to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god.
the girl leans in on you and says, "Your friend can come, but it'll cost you a little extra."
Oh,
All right.
All right then.
Leonardus is
he out.
he's a man.
Leonardus is going to take a big swig of his remaining ale.
Hmm.
Would it be sleight of hand or would it be performance to choke on it and accidentally spit it in her face?
It will
Love.
be a performance check.
Oh boy. Boy.
Pepper.
Let me just
No,
drop
no,
that.
you know what?
Performance.
Hell,
Yeah, it wouldn't be sleight of hand. You're right.
No,
Performance.
no. We're gonna do deception.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me just grab this here. Drop in tower and
Leonardus is about to initiate a mating ritual.
Okay, so. Oh God. Okay, so you take a big drink, and when you take the drink, you actually take 3 big drinks because, well, it's alcohol in your mouth.
it's habit.
So you take 3 big drinks, and then you go, "Oh God, I'm running out of ale. let me finish what I was doing." And you take this into your mouth, and you sputter, and she begins to turn her head, and as she turns her head, she opens her mouth to say something, and you spit a ton of ale into her mouth.
Oh,
He's
you
gonna
gotta love
like
the
it.
charm.
And
Yes.
she, well, hold on, let's see here. Okay, she coughs and sputters and says, "You daft bastard! What did you do that for?"
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go and get you. I'm just gonna kind of meander away.
She looks at you and she says, "Oh, sailors are all the same. Their coin and their cock can't be separated."
Oh.
You're lucky you rolled right, because if not, you would have spit in her mouth and she'd have been like, "Well, we're already one."
Mating ritual done.
Done.
And we shared a drink.
At
And
least she didn't charge me for those bodily fluids.
yeah, right. So she walks off
Well,
and she
and
shakes
now
her
you
head.
got the Coronas.
No, it was
That's the snowball
it
drink.
was Corona that you spit into her mouth.
I'm gonna go wander off and I'm just gonna hang out by Lige for the rest of the night. He'll keep me out of trouble. Good lord.
No, he won't.
Or get you in trouble.
Yeah, I'm way too honest for that.
Look at that face.
So Gundren walks over to where you guys are standing, and he says, "Oh, lads, the trouble you get yourselves into. I thought you
What'd
were
you do now?
I thought you were going to have a pox tomorrow, my friend."
She reminded me of someone I knew.
Well, I feel
Who?
sorry for your past.
Yeah, my horse.
You and me both. Jesus. This guy.
Oh man.
I think all right. So I think at this point it's getting about safe house finding time for the night.
Okay, so you guys do currently have inns, or I'm sorry, rooms at the tavern and inn that you're at right now. So you can choose to stay here. There is no charge; it's part of the story, so we'll just go with it. Um, if you'd like to stay here, if you're worried about anything, you will have to find another location to stay.
I think we're safe.
Eleanor
Right?
will stay here.
Okay.
This is fine with me as long as the captain's going to be here. It's fine. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, he so doesn't though. I guess Leonardus will risk staying in the inn for the night.
Everyone
Let
in
the
stream.
liquor
Okay,
do the
I know
thinking.
you don't.
Let the
these
liquor do
people-
the thinking.
These people are going to
Or I
be
should say,
so
it's
much
okay.
trouble.
Lige knows you don't.
Be his conscience.
Be his conscience.
He will until it suits him.
Always let your conscience be your
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna get a conscience, but it's not gonna be no Jiminy Cricket.
You know, it's a
think we already
Jiminy
have
Fuck It.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, Jiminy Fuck It. Yeah, exactly.
You got Jiminy Fuck It on your shoulder. That's what you got.
That's a good little quote. Jiminy fuck it.
You're welcome.
Jiminy fuck it.
It's
That's
better
the-
than
that's the
leaving me to
next
my own
t-shirt.
devices.
Jiminy
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah, it
Die.
probably is still better than letting the captain make his own choices.
Yeah, probably so. That goes on the back of Die Curious.
Jiminy fuck it.
Yeah, Jiminy Fuck It.
Okay, so the captain chooses to go up to the room, and as you go, you get to your room, and you realize that somehow you've gotten a not a mug, but a pitcher of ale and a full mug that is in your hands on the way up there.
Hi. Who are you talking? Who's who?
The captain.
You
Oh,
gonna share?
I didn't even know this was there.
It's okay. Here, and I take the picture from him. Thanks.
Ah, ah, ah.
So
Captain slinks off upstairs.
Lige walks away with the pitcher of ale, and do you continue on upstairs, Lige?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where we're going.
Is everyone going to retire for the evening? It is getting rather late, and Gundren has made his way. He was actually coming over to tell you, hey, I'll see you guys in Phandalin as usual, and he prepays you all 10 gold, so add that to your character sheets,
Yeah.
and that's on the inventory page.
Thank you for letting me know that.
Yeah. No,
I always thought that was on inventory, the facets of the syllable draw.
No.
you just
Stop.
manually
Did
edit
you
the
already
field.
add in my silver and stuff? To
I
that?
did not. It was 24 silver, if I remember right.
Guys, I got
Make it
36
25.
gold.
I give.
I'm sorry, 29 silver.
Make it 30. I give you one.
Is it 10 silver per gold?
It is.
Okay.
I've
so
gotten 36 gold this month. That's more than a crossbowman makes.
So
We're
yeah,
professionals, guys.
You guys are professionals. Okay.
We don't need to go out in the water. I've got a lot of gold.
So the evening passes rather uneventfully. When you guys go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to clear this with you. Those ball bearings I used in our first session.
You can have them back.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So you guys wake up the next day. One thing that seems to always be disturbing to everyone is just no matter how much the captain drinks, he's always one of the first ones up. And you're always,
I'm a close second.
as I remember correctly, you're always down for a big breakfast. Is that right, Captain?
Aye, cheese.
Cheese.
I'm always awake, ready to burst into birds at any moment.
Yeah, that's actually a true statement. Corbin does tend to awaken early.
Explode.
He's blowing up. Yep.
And Leonardus is also very often in a hurry to get out of Neverwinter as early in the day as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that may be our only sticking point as a crew. I have a hard time getting up in the morning.
Well, it's easy to get up when you're being driven out of town. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Stick with me long
Hey.
enough.
Hey, are those torches? Get up.
Everyone always expects to see me in a dress. I'm always in drag, but it's just because I'm being towed out.
Leonardus, you head down to have breakfast, and Corbin's already down there. Evelyn comes momentarily after you, and you sit down, and there is a plate of cheese and bread brought out for your breakfast.
Eleanor's probably the last one down.
Eleanor and Lige fight for that distinction.
They'll be at the top of the stairs bowing each other. No, you.
Chip and Dale.
Yawning. So,
No,
All right, fine. I'll go back to bed.
Right.
Another thing is, if I'm not mistaken, Corbin's room is always next to Eleanor's room. Is that right?
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I stand at the door that connects the rooms throughout the night, just going Lenore. Like I'm going to get her to mentally change her name over time. I'm Lenore. Eleanor. Where did that come from?
God damn it! Get out of my head!
Out of my head.
And Eleanor, you have gotten used to his peccadillos over the last couple years. He does tend to be very protective of you, so you can deal with that as you wish.
I'm just used to it, and I just kind of smile and nod.
And I mean, it's never weird pushy. No more weird than a guy covered in leather with a bird mask on is. I mean,
I mean, that's normal, right?
Totally normal.
And you saved my life once or twice, and I'm like, yeah, you're pretty good to have around.
Absolutely.
So, to be clear, he's trying to get his beak wet, right?
Yeah. Or his little pecker.
Okay, I'm done. See you guys.
Yeah, that train of thought's gonna go.
Y'all led me there. Sorry.
By the nose.
No. All right,
By the short and
Toucan.
curly.
Ah.
An anonymous
Ouch.
cheer just cheered 100.
Cheered for the short and curlies.
If they want, they could inspire one of the characters.
That's another name. That's another
Inspire.
kind of name. Short and curly. The halfling.
Short and curly.
So, Captain, how do you feel about this short person in your group?
I'm still a little traumatized, but this one seems okay.
Okay.
I mean,
She's awfully bubbly, Captain.
so far she's the only one that's popped out of the woodwork. So as long as she doesn't start spontaneously multiplying, we're good.
So, interestingly enough,
Oh God, God damn it!
I'm asexual and I can have sex with everything. Babies all at once.
Ouch.
wow.
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just
Now that's curious.
So, a halfling walks into a bar.
You thought he would have been under it.
Yes, short jokes. We're gonna make lots of those. The halfling walks into the bar and he looks around the room. And Captain, you see him before he sees you. He looks rather scruffy and unkempt and hard-eyed.
Is it Todd?
A hard-eyed halfling.
Why don't you roll a perception check?
Is that Todd? Right.
You don't think it's Todd at first. It looks like it could be someone related to Todd, though.
Mm-mm.
And he
Just
pauses and he looks. His gaze passes over, and it's coming towards your table as he looks around the.
And I'm just gonna try to pocket some cheese and head out.
Okay.
I look over to somebody at the table and go, "Who is this guy?"
And about that time, his eyes light on Lige.
No.
And
My eyes are probably half closed. What time of the morning is it?
It's about 9.
Oh no, I'm probably half open instead of half closed.
Yep. They light on Lige, who doesn't seem to really give a crap to make his way out of the bar at this time, and you hear, Bard!
Oh God.
There's
Leonardo
more than one
stops.
of There's more than
Eleanor
one of
turns
us.
and
Which
looks at you.
bard do you want?
And the halfling starts walking over towards Lige.
Now then, do I recognize him?
Go ahead and roll. Actually, as he gets closer, it looks like one of the cousins of Todd.
Oh, Todd? No, Kenda Todd?
No, I'm Tom.
Oh yeah, Tom. Of course. What?
How are you today?
Hungover. How are you?
Very good. Hey, Rosalie's in town and she'd like to talk to you.
Well, I wouldn't like to talk to her, so thanks a lot.
Um,
Sorry you made the short trip.
Was that a short joke? Or
No, it's not far from where he came from to here.
Tom says, I don't think you understand, Bard. You and your friend the captain are requested.
You know, my name is Lige. It's not Bard. I at least forgot your name, and now you've told it to me again, Todd.
As he
I'm not gonna
uses
forget it again.
indignation as frosting over the top of that to make him go away. I can't believe you, sir.
Roll an insight check.
All of us, or
Is that with wisdom?
Yeah, everyone roll.
In the tower?
Excuse me. Yeah, roll an insight check in the tower.
Yeah. Nailed
Say
it.
everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is, so probably not me.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check because you're looking at him and.
Come on, Todd. I mean, seriously.
It's Tom.
Oh,
I don't
you
know
done fucked up,
Tom.
Ron. Oops. Well.
Let's keep it.
Sorry.
Well.
Tower check, please.
Yeah, I rolled a 20 outside the tower as well. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
This is when we'll roll 20s, guys. It's when we're fighting, like, you know, when
I
we
know.
when I was facing the Yeti.
Okay, so you guys notice that the captain has made his way out the back door and is gone.
I was gonna stop, but I didn't get to it.
No. You made your way out the door because you were like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, Leonard's just like, let me think. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
And
Bye.
the rest of you are sitting at this table, and there is a sense of menace that passes over the look on Tom's face. And normally when you see a relatively small person, you're not intimidated by it. But this guy, actually, well, Eleanor is kind of oblivious to it. Corbin's kind of oblivious to it, but Evelyn and actually, hold on, Lige is the only one that's noticing this because you guys rolled shitty. You guys rolled shitty.
Natural 20 and then shitty.
But Lige, you have a moment where you're like, my life might be in danger right now.
Nah.
All right. What does she want, Tom? Why do I need to go now?
It is not for you to ask questions as such.
But yet,
Is he
as
at
such,
the
the
table
question
with
was
them?
asked.
Yeah, he is at the table with you.
Eleanor would interrupt and kind of, smile politely and say, "Excuse me, sorry for the interruption, but whatever meeting you have is going to have to wait because we are currently under contract, and we cannot deviate from."
So fuck right on off.
The halfling looks at you. Actually, you need to roll an intimidation check, Evelyn.
Oh, okay.
For me,
That's
she
gonna
doesn't.
go
I
real
saw
well.
what she did last night. I'm intimidated.
Writing checks the dice can't check.
In the tower or normal?
In the tower, please.
Okay. Make that mistake again. There we go. Probably not great.
Okay, so let me roll a die myself.
You don't need to.
Let's go, Tom. Get at it.
So Tom looks at you and he says, He says, well, "Aren't you a pretty lass?"
Oh, let's repeat that last statement.
You're so pretty.
At least he didn't call you cute.
And then he
Yeah,
goes,
that's fair.
calm down.
He says, "Well,
Get him.
Sir Bard, I tell you what, if you don't wish to come with me to see Rosalie, I'll go tell Rosalie that you're otherwise occupied and let her decide how to deal with you."
I'll just come with you then.
Very good.
Who's Rosalie?
Someone not to be trifled with, to be honest. Would you let the captain know that, well, here, just give him this, and I hand over my coin purse.
Oh God.
Oh
I'll get it.
no. Do you need backup?
No, probably not.
I'm kind of good.
Bard with me.
I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Promise? And I stick out my pinky.
Yeah. I
Pinky
promise.
swear.
Okay.
So Captain Leonardus, you have made your way around to the side of the inn, so you have eyes on the front door. And about that time, you see Lige and Tom walk out the front door.
Oh shit. All right. Well, I'm gonna be casing them.
Okay. What are the other 3 party members going to do?
I say that I may follow behind Lige unless he needs some assistance.
Ooh, I'll sneak. I'll sneak and follow
Yeah.
them.
I got some sneak too.
Oh.
Let's sneak, sister. Wow.
Wait a minute. I'm at disadvantage.
Yes.
Never
you
mind.
are.
Forgot about that part. I'll try to sneak.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, is she rocking armor?
She's rocking
Yeah.
armor.
Oh, God.
I'm a
What she
short
got on
little
a tea
armor.
kettle?
Yep.
She's got chainmail on.
What the fuck?
Good lord.
If the other 3 are gonna are gonna look like they're gonna follow Lige, Eleanor will sigh,
Okay.
and
Lige works really hard at not being the center of attention. So how the fuck did this happen?
No, that's okay. You're never going to know what's happening, man. But if some shit goes down, there's going to be a surprise stab attack.
Stabby,
I know. I'm
stabby.
pretty sure it's going to be me stabby or punched in the coin purse. That's why I handed it away.
You'll be avenged.
It's fine. We got you.
Y'all
Yeah.
don't know what you're walking into. This is gonna go so bad. This
Oh,
is
it
gonna
just
go
can't
so
be
bad.
nearly as bad as a dire gorilla.
It's
No.
worse. It's
No.
worse.
Dire ape.
Stabby
Do you want me
stabby
to-
is always fun. Yes, Luderick.
It was an ogrillion to begin with.
Halflings move like a liquid in large quantities.
Yeah.
So the 3 of you need to make stealth checks in the tower. I already have Leonardus.
Can I make a does he smell it check?
Does he smell the fear? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I shit myself. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
That
wearing
reminds
his,
me of delocated. When I thought I was going to die, I kind of pooped myself.
It happened.
Eleanor's not so much trying to sneak as she just the casual browsing the market behind them.
She's
kind of
blending.
thing. Not like
I'm not
she's
following you
blending, she's not
guys.
sneaking.
I'm
I
not
hate to
following you
tell you,
guys. Look
that's
at these
called
rugs.
sneaking.
Yeah, that's called
I don't know.
sneaking.
I don't know if it's perception because she's just kind of wandering.
Yeah.
Just following them slowly.
She's doing urban surveillance.
They turn around. She's like, "Oh, look, horseshoes." just trying to blend into
She-
the buying
think she
crowd.
shit me yet, but I'll
She's
try it.
holding them up to her ears like earrings.
Oh,
Oh look, cobblestones! I didn't know they had these.
I'm gonna pave my house with them in my
And then- And
It's
it would
not
be
me.
better if the halfling never catches on, but he's just like, that chick is weird.
I needed this powdered rhinoceros horn.
Speaking of that, how much is it? I'm just kidding.
So you guys all kind of wandered that way, and you do not appear to gather the attention of anyone as you make urban surveillance your bitch.
We are stealthy bitches. Ah.
Even
Can I
Evelyn.
ask how? I was gonna say, can I ask how well I did? I'm
even
curious.
even you have done a relatively good job of being stealthy.
See,
Monster!
now you all know the definition of die curious. It's in the tower, bitch. Can't have it.
So you guys make your way, and as you draw closer to an area, I'm sorry, Captain, you begin to become familiar with the area in which you are entering, and there is an apparent warehouse that the gentleman Tom leads your friend Lige into.
Okay, is this the same warehouse?
It probably is. You were a little drunk.
Yeah, that's true. That's completely fair. And I recall you mentioning it was a two-story warehouse, right?
It had a second story, partial second story.
I've never
Okay.
seen a.
Is there an access from the top there that I
There
could see anywhere?
there you could climb into a window.
That's athletics.
Athletics, yes.
Oh boy.
I've never seen a warehouse with a gallows in it.
Evelyn, please blend in with these folks and come save me.
All right, that one's out of the tower, right?
Yeah, that's
Got
fine.
it. Little do you know.
Nope.
Tick, 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 tick.
Okay, so
Oh, good lord.
it has rained recently.
Yeah. Wait, he has to do it in the tower. It doesn't count. No, I know. He knows immediately. I understand, but damn it.
So you kind of walk up to the side of it, and you realize that this wood is slick. All the little handholds will be slippery, and you discount the idea as you begin to survey your path upwards.
An 8-year-old boy could do it.
Hey, that's my size.
Yeah. Yeah, well, his name was Johnny.
And he wasn't no regular 8-year-old boy.
No, he was not.
He had the devil in him.
He
All right.
did.
Hey, Maglabiette, what are you doing?
So you
Jubilex.
you
Oh.
Lige, you walk into this warehouse, and there is a familiar sight of a handful of halflings, a couple of dwarves, and a dwarven female who is picking her nails with a dagger.
Oh. Yeah.
And she
Hey,
says,
Rosalie.
she says, "Hello. Where is your friend?"
The barmaid that we brought
do
with
not
us?
play dumb with me.
By the
I'm
way,
not-
did anyone ever tell me the story of Rosalie? Do we know? Is she gonna like
Oh yeah, no.
eat you alive,
we-
like in a soup or something? What's
we
happening?
we talked around pretty much everything involving Rosalie. I think the story I would have told would have probably involved the halflings actually having been bound up in the hull of a ship already before we got there.
So, are we gonna have to kill this dwarf?
Maybe.
And there's a 10-year-old boy standing next to Rosalie.
No, is that Johnny?
It does appear to be Johnny.
After addressing Rosalie, I obviously start a bit and go, Johnny, hi.
He just nods his head.
Um,
Ma'am,
the
are you sure this is a good idea?
captain. I'm sorry, what?
You see him kind of lean forward to Rosalie. Ma'am, are you sure this is a good idea?
I relax a little bit then.
She looks at him and she says, "Yes, he's expendable."
I don't relax a little bit then. The captain is safe, and I am his go-between. Absolutely, I can broker any kind of deal you need.
She stands up and she walks towards you with that swaying, on a ship, sway that she has, and she walks up to you and she says,
Swagger.
"The swagger, thank you." She says,
I cover the coin first.
You gave it away.
Right.
Coin purse means testicles.
No.
Says Elmo.
And then Rosalie says, "Flip out his coin purse."
Yeah.
She says, "Listen, I don't have time to quibble with you over your words that you tend to use to confuse people. That is not going to work here at this time."
I used 2 or 3 syllables at most. I mean, you got it.
She has the dagger in her hand.
Leonardus is desperately looking for a way in outside.
Okay, so Leonardus is looking for a way. There is another door, and roll a perception check in the tower.
I want Leonardus at some point to just look over his shoulder and see all of us. It's like, wow, everybody came along. What's happening?
Leonardus does not know that you guys are there.
Oh God, he rolled a 2.
That means he's going to have to do something desperate.
All right. Well, nobody ever guards the front door of a warehouse they have stolen, right?
Are you sure?
Sure.
Right?
I think that's true.
That totally works.
Yeah.
Hey, put a towel on your head and just walk in.
Logic checks out.
Or logic
So-
has checked out.
So
for
from my
today.
perception on that door, right?
Yeah, you're looking at the door. You're kind of looking for guards or people and stuff, and it looks all clear.
All right. Is it locked?
So you walk up to the door.
Yeah, why not?
You walk up the door. It is unlocked.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of stealth on in.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Can do.
And there's that, and there's that. Okay, so you walk in, and about 20 feet into the warehouse, as you kind of walk down these, aisles that are made of, stacks of stuff, someone says to you, "Ah, good to see you, Captain."
Ah, shit.
Surprise!
And you look up, and sitting on top of one of these stacks is Todd.
Oh, hey, Todd. How you
Hey,
been, Todd?
Good. We were looking for you.
Yeah. I just, had to see the man about a horse.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope that horse was good to you.
You know, what does buying weed have to do with what's about to happen here?
He said the horse. That's heroin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He jumps down and he says, "Why don't you go outside and tell your friends to come in?"
Oh,
Oh no.
Friend,
What are you talking about,
Well-
fool? I'm on the roof.
do I look like the kind of man that has friends to you?
Well, you're not the kind of man that keeps friends long. And he rubs this blistery spot, kind of, not a blistery spot, but a
worn spot.
worn spot on his wrist.
So, about that, Todd.
What'd you do?
He says, "Get him."
Get him. He
Oh,
says,
God.
get him.
Oh, God. All
Did
right.
I hear any of this going on?
No.
Oh,
All
thank
right,
goodness.
Hands are going up. All right. Let's go talk to Rosalie.
Go get your friends.
What friends?
He says, "Okay, cut his nuts off."
He really doesn't know.
What friends? What friends?
And a dozen halflings come out of the woodworks.
It's gonna
I
be a
legit
slog.
don't know they're there, so I've
No,
got nothing to go on.
you really don't. That's the thing. And he says, "Take him to Rosalie. The rest of you bring the others in." And Todd looks hard and worn out, like he's been rung over or rung through the wash.
Oh God.
We're gonna put some shit through him.
Captain's starting to feel bad.
Oh man.
So two halflings grab you roughly by the wrist, and they're strong little fuckers.
Well, they're grown-ups, so yeah.
And they lead you towards the center of the warehouse, and you get to the center of the warehouse, and there's Rosalie, and Rosalie says, "Ah, somewhere safe, huh?"
Oh, and ask and you shall receive. Here's the captain, just like you asked. I'll be going.
Okay, so let me look at the numbers again.
I start praying to Jubilex. He'll get us out of this.
Sure.
Once. I mean, once we're good to go.
Rose, I thought I thought you and Roger were moving to Waterdeep.
Who the hell's Roger?
Uh,
And you see
uh,
Johnny sitting right there.
yeah, Roger, right?
Johnny
That's
looks
Johnny.
Johnny looks at you, and you feel a
Where's Jo-
shiver walk up and down your spine.
Why, Mr. Ringo, I do believe somebody just walked over your grave.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay. Meanwhile, outside, our intrepid adventurers have crept around this wonderful exposed warehouse, and they're coming at it from all sides. Did Corbin say he was climbing to the roof?
That's you, Dan.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, make an athletics check, please.
Or is he
We were
flying?
together. I would say I'll do the same thing.
Could I
Okay.
use acrobatics instead?
How would you use acrobatics to climb up a warehouse by itself?
If I went to the side and there was a wagon with some barrels in it, I vault off of the wheel on top of the barrel and do a little side flip up around one of the poles on the corner of the eave of the roof.
Absolutely.
Bam! That's how
I
we do it.
just
Let's say-
climb.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll shitty after that.
And I think
so
you
yeah.
are a parkour.
Yes, I am
and-
parkouring. I have a lot of French shit
No.
going
I said
on.
a park horror.
I'm
So
absolutely a
them
parkour.
climb and watched Leonidas to the door.
Leonardus.
That's gonna mess with me.
This
I
is
know,
not Sparta.
I've called him Leonidas a couple of times myself.
Leonardus walk up to the door and see him,
Think of him
them
as the Wolfman. The Wolfman has nards. Oh, yeah.
That's large. I remember
She'll
that.
just
movie.
go and kind of, with her back against the wall right next to the door,
Gotcha.
just kind of waiting.
I'd like to take a quick moment, guys, and welcome everyone to the stream, and say thank you for watching our stream. We're at your disposal to answer any questions you might have, and continue on, please.
Do the insider halflings like come burst out, or what do they do?
Okay, so you're walking up to the door about this time, and the you hear this banging noise as Corbin vaults into the side of the wagon, and his foot goes through the side of it, and he's standing there with his foot hanging off the ground at kind of a 90-degree angle from the rest of his body.
We're
I hate
adventurers.
non-shadowy shit.
I know. And Evelyn, on the other hand, climbs up the side of the building like she's made for it.
Yeah, I do.
Johnny's sister.
There's so many of them in there. You could probably walk in and not be noticed.
That's what I was thinking.
They just
I was totally thinking about
dropped
that.
out of one of the other one's butts. Right.
Well, welcome, Big Daddy Raggle. Thanks for the follow.
Big Daddy
Big Daddy Raggle.
Daddy
Awesome.
Raggle. Great name.
Very wonderful name.
Big Daddy.
And Luderek,
Aw.
thanks for the follow, guys. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got
Thanks, guys.
people enjoying the stream. You guys are very entertaining.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, hey, don't worry. We have a lot more failures to come. Huh?
Yeah.
the tension is getting. It's like the tension is just. It's like a knife. It's like a razor
Yep.
against.
I don't even know who Tom, Todd, and Rosalie are, but I'm up on the roof and I'm gonna look in.
They're not who you need to worry about.
Nothing to trifle with.
Tom, Todd, and Rosalie aren't the problem.
What about Johnny?
It's Johnny. He's the one to worry about.
What about Johnny?
He's
Who's-
he's a 10-year-old now that can kill us.
Okay,
for
who the
love.
fuck is Johnny?
I don't know, but Johnny be
It's Johnny.
good.
Jess, who's Johnny?
he's alive.
She said.
He's number 5.
Yeah, he's number 5.
5 alive.
Five
Yep.
alive. Yep. Or I was waiting for Jess to sing "Who's Johnny."
Oh yeah, I'd have to go get a shot.
No, it was the Johnny be good.
Yeah. Okay. Now I
There's
gotta
so
get a
many
shot.
songs with Johnny. Okay. Okay, so you guys, you're going to the door. Eleanor, what do you do at that point?
I kind of just shake my head as I hear the crumble, muttered curses getting stuck on the side of the building. Um,
I have a dexterity of like +3. You know, can't even acrobat around.
Yeah, yeah. So,
and
so would
the
you like to try it again, Corbin, while you're standing there?
Is my while I'm standing on the corner of this wagon looking like a fool.
Yeah.
I should just teleport to the top of the roof.
Yeah, I was
How
gonna say,
high?
why don't you
How high is the roof up? Like
10 feet.
10 feet.
Wait until you need to teleport out.
Well, the
Yeah, that's
problem
what
is
I'm saying.
two-story.
Save it.
sometimes I need to teleport behind someone so I can stab the shit out of them. So I don't want
Wait
that
till
to
you
be a
need to
waste.
do that. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can't, parkour the rest of the way up this thing. I'm kind of
Okay.
hanging on.
So,
You gonna try again?
so you try
Yeah.
again. Eleanor,
You parkour,
you're at
parkour.
the door and you hear
Hardcore
voices inside.
Shit banging around outside. What is going on?
just gonna wait by the door frame and just kind of listen, jump in or anything.
She's looking out. I'm hanging off the side of the roof.
So
The halfling's trying to help me up.
you look over and you see the after effects of an angry Corbin having just kicked the hell out of this wagon on purpose. And, and then he shakes his head and does this wonderful little kip up maneuver and does this like half flip, lands on the top of the tower in a superhero position with his cloak billowing out behind him, and he looks to either side, nods, and then turns to the rest of or not the tower but the warehouse.
Yeah, I go up. Matter of fact, I see the halfling up there, and I'm like, look, it's Birdman and Batgirl. Da 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 da.
So you see him make his way to the top of the warehouse, and Evelyn's nowhere to be seen. She just ninja'd up the side of it before you even got a chance to see.
They're so agile, I say to myself, these little halfling people. Tiny and fast.
And the door opens in front of you.
I'm surprised I didn't fail. That's all I gotta say.
Eleanor. The door opens in front of you, and out steps a halfling. And he pauses and he says, "Oh, well, come on in."
Oh, hello there.
I said, "Come
And
on
who might
in."
you be? And who are you?
Boys, bring her in. And 4 more halflings step out.
Gentlemen.
Fairly
Who
sure they
are
represent the Lollipop Guild.
Yeah, we get a kick out of it. Them fuckers mean business.
Yeah, this isn't a crew to make fun of.
Oh no, that's
He's
why
not.
I said it all the way in there,
Yeah.
hoping to not die.
So, do you resist them as they pull you into the building?
If they go to grab her, she'd jerk back for a second. I will follow you. Do not grab me.
Roll a persuasion check with your whip crack voice of authority.
How long would you say it's been since I casted? Oh, that was last night. Never mind. Just joking.
Shut your gob, woman, and they grab a hold of you. Not you.
She's so happy.
They say, "Shut your gob, woman," and they grab a hold of you roughly.
How dare you talk about her gob?
That is a sacred spot.
How rude.
really is trying to get his beak wet.
You gob talking bastards.
So now when they grabbed her, this one would be to roll her wrists out of their arms, or out of their grab.
That would be an athletics or acrobatics check.
Well, they don't.
Oh, holy crap. So
Again.
what you try to do is you try to pull your wrist out, and you realize the way he's got a hold of you, you need to be a little more aggressive about it. And so you do this flip up where you grab a hold of his wrist, kick up against the wall, and do a flip and land behind him. And he's standing there looking at dead air in front of him while you're behind him.
You got a nat 20.
I'm like looking through the window going, what the fuck? I can't
She
even
can
get up
do
on the
that, but I
building.
said
Building?
I will follow you. Do not grab me.
The
Get it,
the
girl.
the guy looks at you for a second, looks at the halfling that's leading the party, and says, "Oh, I thought I had her."
Oh, he should have said, "I don't get it. I thought I had her." Hey, you weren't put here to get it.
and the leader of the halflings chuckles and says, "After you, milady."
I got
She'd
halflings from
nod regally and start strolling in deeper into the warehouse.
And you hear one of them say, "I'd rather follow her anyway."
God, everybody trying to get their beak wet.
She stops and blows a fart right in his face. Take that, butt licker.
Eleanor is very pretty.
She is a rather fetching young lady.
Muy feo.
How do you like my ass now?
Parted his hair.
Fart in a spoon.
Parties. I just texted that to Dan earlier.
Nice. Okay, so you lead the way, and they kind of direct you. Yeah, big daddy, we tend to get a little crazy when we play D&D. It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, it's silly.
So you guys make it to the center, and right about that time, Rosalie looks up at Constable and says, "Ah, so we meet again."
Arr. Oh, oh
What
no.
had happened was.
Try to
So
sweet talk him with pirate talk, huh?
So what brings you back to Neverwinter, Rosalie?
Well, we heard tell of a place that's been found to the south, and it seemed...
Xanadu? Sorry.
Okay, so about that coin purse.
Never mind. I'm going to sit over here and be quiet and not interrupt again. Unless the captain leads you astray. If he does, I'll point you in the right direction.
And remember, Elijah, if you really want a grinder, you just need to go, your beard looks ridiculous.
So she flicks out a dagger with just like the two fingers, just kind of flicks it, and it lands right between your legs, quivering between your 2 feet.
Wow, I could use you on our show.
Just like your balls between your 2
I
legs.
juggle, you throw knives. We could make a mint. Think about it.
Johnny looks
I'll
at
be
you.
over here.
Johnny looks at you and
It's a
says,
circus.
"Yeah, God." Johnny looks at you and says, "His mouth is going to get on my nerves."
Mm.
And Lige gets quiet. Rosalie says, "So, to the south, there is a town that you've been traveling to.
Aye.
There is a search for something, some treasure. I want you to tell us what you find out about it as you find out about it. We will be..."
And
Go ahead.
now, I do happen to be working on commission of Goldrin.
Gundren.
Gundren? Okay, Gregory? Roger? Gundren.
Johnny?
Gundren. So, I
Gundren.
assume he's not to be in the know about what you want to know?
That is correct.
Hmm. And I am assuming that you're calling in a debt here. Yes?
You owe me a debt, yes. I will not kill you if I come across you again if you do as I say.
Well,
You're gonna get cut, man.
Okay. Meanwhile, on Rosalie, you walk up just about the time that she says, "I will not kill you if I see you again. If you do as I say." And what would you like to do?
Was that to me? Because you said Rosalie.
I'm sorry, Rosalie. You are Rosalie. Remember,
Was, but I'm
Eleanor.
not today.
Eleanor. Sorry about that. You're escorted forward, and she looks at you as right after she says that, and says, "Who's this?"
Eleanor sweeps a low bow. Says, hello, I am Eleanor.
And she looks at the three of you and says, "You idiots! You left them with their weapons." And the halflings go, "Oh!" And they start to scramble towards you guys, trying to grab for your weapons. And she says,
I
"Never,
start handing them off.
never mind that." Hey, thank you very much, Big Daddy, for the Twitch Prime sub.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
And she says, "Never mind, you damn idiot halflings."
Hey, just because they're little doesn't mean that they. Yeah, I'm quiet again. Yeah.
So on the roof, you guys are coming up to one of the windows, which is open, and you guys can see that there's a little staircase that leads down from kind of an office shipping paperwork area that leads down into the warehouse proper.
I'm going to let you sneak in the window first. So when I come rolling down the stairs, it's not a shock to anybody.
All right.
Nice.
What kind of outfits are these little halflings wearing?
They're wearing street clothes mostly.
Okay, so I
Well,
wouldn't think
you've
that I'm.
actually only seen one halfling though.
Oh,
You haven't seen the others because you were on the roof whenever they came
That's
out and got
right.
Rosalie.
I thought you meant
God damn it, Eleanor.
is there like an attic door or something I can go inside and try to find my way down?
You could
Like
go
a
in. You
hayloft
could go in
entrance?
Yeah.
You could go in the windows. Is the only entrance.
Yeah, I'll try that. I'll open one of the windows and go in.
Okay, so you climb in. Just make a stealth check.
Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure about that one? Oh, hang on. I gotta do disadvantage.
Corbin, go ahead and you don't have to do that. You're already going to have disadvantage because you have armor on.
Well, yeah, that's what I was doing.
Well, you don't
For
have to.
armor.
You don't have to click it. It should automatically be applied.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it does. Cool.
What am I rolling?
Well, don't bother because you hear her clumsily move through there,
Damn it!
breaking the window, falling on her ass, crashing through a table that tips over and makes the loudest.
oh, we are the worst. We are just the worst.
I just lay on my back and go, shit! I blew our cover.
We are great at playing music, but goddamn, case in the joint sucks.
Hey,
And there's the other half of the act.
All this-
She is
all-
slapstick.
All this stealth and nowhere to go.
So go ahead and roll a stealth check just so we can see you kick her ass.
Now she went in the window. I am trying to get up on the rafters that go up. Now they're on the first floor though, right? This isn't a two-story open area. It's two actual floors,
So
right?
so there's a floor, and then a half a floor which is more of an office area, and there are windows around that. So it's like on top of the roof of the one-story warehouse is another little building.
All right. So at this point, hearing the catastrophe upstairs,
And by the way,
Leonardus
dwarves go up.
Leonardus has figured out what's happened.
You
Rosalie,
don't know which one, though.
Rosalie, there's gonna be at least one more here. How about we
At
discuss your
least.
proposition with my compatriots here, all present.
Go
Everybody
fetch 'em.
leaves on the same page, and we'll talk this out as old friends. Yes.
Okay, roll an insight check. And Lige, you roll an insight check too.
I'd say that was
good
pretty
lord.
honest. In the tower, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
Yep.
hang on a minute. That's going to be a minute. I got to move that out of the way because my tower moved because I'm stupid. There we go. Sorry about that. Now putting character sheet back in place. Things back where they were.
Sorry.
All right. There you
By the way, that's how I show you guys what you rolled.
go.
Oh god damn it.
So,
I see.
interestingly enough, you both see she tries to hide it, but Rosalie gives a quick glance over at Johnny, who does a quick lowering of his head. And she says, "Very well." And dwarves come up the stairs right as Corbin sneaks in through the window very quietly. And you're standing there looking down at this halfling lying on her back, shaking her head, cussing a little bit.
I reach out my hand and help her up. The jig is up.
No. We got it. I'm one of them.
I'm one of them.
I'm literally telling you, it takes no words to get me to jump on these doors coming up the staircase.
No, don't just play.
So
Just play along. Just play along.
the dwarves come up the stairs and they say, "You two, come with us."
Hello.
Hello.
Oh God, she's another talker, isn't she?
Ugh.
Yeah, she appears to be.
No.
Oh God, she's going to be one of those. It's
I
gonna be.
am one of you.
Oh God. Just come with us so we don't have to cut you in half.
She pulls her hair up over her nose like it's a beard.
Hang on, I got this if we had video.
That's perfect. I wish I could do that.
Got my beard
That's
going on.
bad.
She makes a great deception roll. These guys are like, "Hey, where have you been?"
What's up?
Roll
My
a
understanding of this crew is they're not very bright, except for one.
roll a deception. Yeah, roll a deception check with a disadvantage.
Oh, come on now.
No,
I'm
it's
not
interesting, but it's
charismatic.
ridiculous.
Tower or
could-
no?
It could work.
No, you
Oh,
can
no,
roll it
out.
outside
Out.
tower's
Yeah, it's
fine.
got to
Yeah.
be out. Yeah, this is hilarious.
Hey, not bad. Not bad at all.
She pulls her hair up and she says, "I'm one of you." Ha!
It's an instant, but it's an insta fail because I'm triskaidekaphobic, so not gonna happen.
Nice. And the dwarf looks at her, looks at the dwarf, looks at this guy in this plague mask, and he says, "I suppose you're one of us too, right?"
Oh god. Oh god.
You're muted.
You're muted, Dan.
It's one of the blessings of life, actually. He's
I
muted.
lost the page I was on. Sorry about that. He looks at me and goes, "I guess you're one of us too." And I'm like, I just look at him and go, "Sure." I mean, you're falling for this? I mean,
Well, by
Hey,
all means,
Shut up, it works.
by all means, guys, let's go down and mine something together.
It worked.
take my sword out and point to the tip of it and go, "Look real close to this."
He's gonna hypnotize
Do you pull your sword out?
No, I don't pull my sword out.
I was gonna say, shit's about to go sideways.
I feel like the shit's gonna escalate when a
It's
sword leaves the
already
scabbard.
sideways. It's gonna go belly up.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, guys, we have not yet begun our adventure.
We're in the dumpster.
We're in
Fire's yet to come.
the fiery dumpster.
So you guys are led downstairs where your party is. Oh, and as you guys have been sitting here, more halflings have trickled in. So there are
God damn it.
there are maybe 25
Hey.
halflings. Well, you know what sucks? Our other bard has lost power.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no!
Oh no.
Well,
I was wondering why he had the same face on for a good
He's
minute.
frozen in time.
He was oddly quiet.
Yeah.
Oddly quiet.
very oddly quiet.
Well, moment of silence in his honor.
Very nice.
All right, that's good.
Jiminy fuck it.
Jiminy fuck Okay, so Elijah's gone quiet. So
They chopped just one ball off. Just one.
They nicked it.
Yeah, just
That's worse than a full chop.
all right, is Lena or is the are we gonna carry forward without him, or are we gonna wait for him to come back?
Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break? Everyone get up and stretch, and we'll be back in just a minute.
I was gonna suggest it because he'd been about almost 2 hours.
Yeah, we've gone longer than I intended, but
I
without
gotta go
giving
potty.
you guys a break. Okay, so I'm gonna put a be right back up, and we'll be right back. Can you guys hear me okay in the stream? Perfect. Uh, well, guys, how are you enjoying the stream so far? We're kind of going off the rails a little bit, but the story must go on. Yeah, well, we have to have some levity with the story. I feel like it's important to have a little comedic intervention in things. The group that we have of the party members, the only serious ones are Corbin and Eleanor. So we're going to give a little comedic side side adventures. Yeah. Unfortunately, my other player's entire block is without power, so that kind of sucks. Hey, thanks, MoPro. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna get some of these people on camera shortly. Hopefully by next week. Speaking of which, guys, I'd like to see if we can't get that set up. I don't know how best to do it, but I would like to get you guys on camera if we can. Very nice. How do you? Well, let's get some tech support on that. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna work something out though. We talked about getting a green screen for between you guys, so we might work something out. You guys are a little close though, but we'll talk about it. Oh, yep. I just realized that they can't hear you right now. Audio output capture, add source, uh, computer sound. How about now?
How about now?
Big Daddy, yeah, we're using Fantasy Grounds, which is a wonderful little program. Once we get some adventures going, or combat going, you'll actually see how it works. It's a good program. I will probably be doing some one-off stuff on the side. Hey, Mama Fluff Ford, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah. Um, I'll be doing some stuff on the side, kind of giving people an idea of how Fantasy Grounds works. So we'll put some of that stuff on YouTube and just do some intro to Fantasy Grounds and D&D. There's a lot of people looking to play D&D online right now, so we want to make the possibilities more accessible for people.
Oh man, this stream audience is getting pretty sexy here. We got Big Daddy Raggle. We got Mama Fluff 4.
Yeah, we got a sexy stream audience. Yes,
Yeah,
it goes well.
MoPro, whatever that means.
Mopro's my boy. He's good people.
Is he a regular in the Banner Gaming like chat section, or is he like regular in Discord or what?
He's a regular. Luderick, you have a sexy username also.
That is a pretty sexy username.
Yeah.
Could do with a daddy or a mama in there.
Big Daddy Luderick. Yep, that would be kind of cool.
Or Mama Luderick, you know.
Or Mama Luderick.
It is 2020 after all.
Well, we don't have to be gender specific. Yeah.
All right, good to see you back.
I don't know what happened. There was a bomb outside and a loud explosion, and then everything went dark.
Sounds like a blown transformer.
Yeah. Well, it couldn't have been because we're back on again instantly.
Huh. Non-binary Luderick. Yes, I like
Non-binary Luderick.
So Brent, go ahead and get a drink if you want to.
I'm just trying to get Fantasy Grounds to load back up.
Okay, we're just taking a brief intermission anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's time. It's time for that anyway. Yeah. I'm done with Arkansas, by the way.
You're done with Arkansas?
Yeah. I have Arkansas, and I'm done with it.
Arkansas, and Arkansas. Goodbye.
I'm Arkan done. Yes. We can just pave this place. The power grid sucks.
So while we're taking an intermission, MoPro is in a bromance with me. We're in a bromance. Just want to make sure I had a timer that was supposed to go off, which is not working too well.
Well, that's why my power went out. You're welcome.
Let's see. Where did it go? Love you, MoPro. If you look at Twitch, guys, on the Twitch panel below, there's a viewer menu. Just so you know, for those of you who are supporting the particular players or want to support them, you can give them inspiration by cheering. You can give them healing potions. You can give them a natural 20, a natural 1, or
yes,
that's the brutal thing.
Or a 13 in my
or I've got a little thing in there that what you can do is you can add something to the world, and it's at my discretion. I don't expect anyone to really do that, but I wanted to give an option. If you guys have a character that you want to add to the world, I can work it in with you. We can do that off stream. So just wanted to put that out there. I'll get something in there that mentions it on the.
I like the Hunger Games vibe that gives this.
It does give a Hunger Games vibe.
Because we are in the Hunger Games.
Oh, thanks, Banner. The Banner bot came up and just as I was saying that, tells us that you can help or hurt the party with the Twitch panel down below. So if you do decide to cheer, just let me know what you would like to do with your cheers, and I will make it happen for you.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened is somebody turned off my power.
I had it on the menu and I realized how disruptive it would be, but someone did pay me 10,000 bits to turn off your power.
Yep, I believe it. Yeah.
Hopefully this streamlined enough where we can get a Twitch goblin so that people can interrupt the party bullshitting for bits when they happen.
That it won't happen very often.
Boy, the party bullshitting will take place upon occasion, but that's okay.
Part of the having fun.
Yeah. So, Big Daddy, did I hear that you played 3.5?
Yeah, I think he said he DM'd 2 games.
Very cool.
Whenever he was serving in the Air Force.
No, I was Air Force.
Thank you for your service.
You were Air Force.
He was Army Reserve.
I was Army Reserve.
D20 Modern was really fun too. Yeah, I've played that as well.
I was a crypto repair guy in the Army Reserves.
So, which
That's awesome.
we love that.
I was in the Kiss Army.
I was in the Kiss Army too. I lost my. I actually had a card. Did you get the card? Well, of course you did. Yeah, everybody got the card.
Well, Big Daddy, you're in good hands with the people that are around here. I am a IT nerd. Banner himself is IT nerd. We have a good bit of technical support expertise in the group as well.
I'm an ID10T nerd.
He is an ID10T nerd. Do we have everyone back? Oh gosh, we got 18 people in the stream.
Yeah,
Hi, everyone.
I was a language geek in the Air Force.
Ugh.
Hey, Luderek, welcome.
Yeah, I
Glad
always had the
to
emphasis of the wrong syllable. It's been. Stiller would say.
We
Yeah,
always love the IT guys. Yeah.
They taught me the Korean on the government dime. That was fun.
Oh, nice.
The Korean.
The
The
Korean,
Korean.
as opposed to Korean, just the Korean.
I've got a jar of daikon in kimchi paste, and then a jar of kimchi over in the fridge now.
Dude, daikon
Aw.
radishes are amazing.
That
It's
sounds
so
really
good.
good.
It's really good. And I just made Korean barbecue short ribs.
I can't wait for this pandemic to be over so we can go get some bibimbap. Ooh.
All right, guys. I'm putting back the D&D stream. Got everything organized.
So I guess while I was out, you guys talked our way out of it. My coin purse is intact. Everything
If
seems
only.
happy.
Oh,
Damn
honey.
it. No.
All right. So you guys are kind of gathered together. DMs never take breaks, Luderick.
No. They do not. They inflict pain 24/7.
Yep. I'm.
That's what keeps them so sexy.
I'm a
DMs
stubborn
get
beast.
the DVTs and they like it.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah. Don't worry about.
All right, so we're in the market for a new DM.
Ouch.
Yeah. No wonder they are so grumpy. Am I grumpy, Luderick? What the hell?
No.
He's not.
Grumpy?
No,
Yeah.
he's dead.
DMs are grumpy in general.
He's dead sexy.
Dead sexy. Yeah. All right,
Plus
guys.
one inspiration.
Plus one inspiration. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we've got everybody down at the table now, right?
Okay, so everyone has been gathered around, and you guys are gathered in this central area of the warehouse where the aisles have been kind of pulled apart, so there's a little meeting area, and sitting on the boxes on the aisles around it are a virtual plethora
Nice word.
of halflings, a handful of actual children.
Would you say there are a plethora of
There are 6 dirty children that are standing near Johnny,
Don't go near them.
and 3 dwarves that are kind of guarding Rosalie, and other dwarves that are not near us.
Placenta.
What?
Okay. So all right. So I think at this point the captain is gonna have an uncharacteristically vulnerable moment here with Rosalie. Rosalie, as you can see, it's been some time since our misadventures with you.
How long has it been, by the way?
Several years.
Oh, yeah, it's at least 2 years.
You know, I feel bad about how we left things in the past, and I want to first offer you.
Jacqueline. We didn't leave her. She saved us.
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
I want to offer you an apology for how things went in the past. Hopefully, we can move forward. All coin purses intact.
Oh.
So,
by the way, my coin purses come down from upstairs, right?
Yeah. You guys have all been gathered at this point to
And our
this
coin purseless halfling.
Oh, hey,
to this.
Evelyn. You have
Hey, you
something
never
of
know.
mine. You have something of mine.
I do.
Yeah, my.
Oh, no.
As she hands it to you, I grab it from her and go, "Here is the money you are owed. Glaive my ass."
If you did that, I'd punch you in the face.
No, I just go.
Oh, clave.
No.
Oh, he's got a clave. My coin purse.
You don't have one no more.
I asked you to hold on to it for me. Better yet, give it to the captain.
No, you gave it directly to the captain.
So
and
you guys are
I took
doing
it.
this on the side while the captain's talking to
You need to give that back.
Rosalie.
It has something very important in it to me.
Rosalie opens her mouth
Oh.
to speak. She opens her mouth to say something, and as she does so, Tom says, "It's not so far in the past, you bastard."
What?
All right, I'll toss the coin purse towards him. Booyah!
He says that to the captain.
Right. I'm sorry, Tom?
I'm sorry, Todd.
Who are
Todd.
you?
Todd. Look,
Roger?
you know,
Who's Roger?
things
Rodney?
things got out of hand. It was a good plan. It just sometimes plans don't work out. And
Yeah.
we all had our opportunity to veto or come up with different ideas. I mean, let's just not trying to distribute the blame, but let's distribute the blame a little bit here.
Todd looks at you and says, "I noticed you didn't spend 2 years working the mines."
You spent 2 years working the mines?
I put my hair back on my chin. I did too!
And my axe.
God.
Arg.
Okay. Look.
Look,
Eleanor's
that's
just like
great.
That's our dwarven half.
lying and rubbing her forehead
So-
like she's got a
High-five.
headache.
In moving forward and making this fair to everyone involved. You see, we're working for Gundren, and my companions here have been with me through thick and thin over these last few years. If we're going to be doing anything, it's going to be as a unit. Right?
Sorry.
Man, I feel like I've been included in on some shit that maybe I shouldn't have been included in on. You know?
Oh.
Knowledge is what brings us together.
Today.
Love. True love. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
to blave. He said to blave. And if anyone in the stream doesn't know the references, I feel bad for you.
I'm sorry.
Maybe we
Yeah,
can.
why are you even playing
need to
D&D?
fix
I've already made one reference at the beginning of the game, so yeah, we're definitely all about the Princess Bride.
Mhm.
And there's some satellite movies around there. I mean, I'm telling you, I almost got in a fist fight the last time I said, the movie Legend, and they're like, Legends of the
The what?
Fall?
No.
I was like, Legend, motherfucker.
Legend.
Okay, so
They remade it.
so I have to point out to Ludwig and Daniel, or I'm sorry, Corbin and Lige can tell you how this is a true statement. When I lived in Arkansas for a period of a couple of years while I was playing EverQuest, I had on repeat the movie The Princess Bride 24/7.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is
yeah.
a true
Wow.
statement. We
Yeah.
only stopped it to play some video games occasionally.
We did stop it to play video games, but otherwise it was in the VHS
Yeah.
on auto rewind. And Lexi, a VHS is what they used to
Hey,
have.
I know what that is. I remember having to rewind them by
Please
hand.
be kind. Rewind.
Rewind.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sucked. We had a little tool that you could rewind it with.
They made machines. They made machines just for rewinding.
I know, but my family was poor. Didn't
I
have
wanted it. I wanted it on Laserdisc. Is what I wanted it on. Not
Yeah.
beta, not Betamax. So sorry, no Betamax for me. But
Beta was the better.
beta was beta. But okay. Sorry about the sidetrack, guys.
Whoop, whoop. Sidetrack train.
Betamax is for porn.
That's why beta was better. I'm sorry, what?
Holy shit! Ludorak has a Laserdisc copy of Princess Bride.
That's awesome.
That is, yep. Now, if you had one of Labyrinth, I'd be truly impressed.
Another good movie.
Big Trouble in Little China.
That's the best.
Okay, so
We will sidetrack. Yes.
Sidetrack,
we were
please.
just negotiating with Rosalie.
Rosalie looks at you and she starts to talk, and Johnny says, "Listen, you don't have to die if you just do what you're asked."
I'm in favor of the not dying.
Right. But, I mean, surely you can offer some information about what it is that we're actually looking for you.
The Wave Echo Cavern.
The Wave Echo Cavern.
With my knowledge of history, do I know this?
Nope.
Do I have any knowledge of this at all?
Nope.
Okay,
Fair
well
enough.
that gives us a lot to go on.
I thought so.
Anyone have any knowledge of this at all?
Nope.
Did you just make that up?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, so
Rosalie,
how will I find you?
Rosalie says, "You will come back to Neverwinter and give me the information once you have found Wave Echo Cavern."
Okay.
So you won't give us any details. You're just gonna be like, "Oh, hey, go find it."
You're going to a place where it is being sought out of. So you will stay in or near Phandalin until you find it.
Ah,
I'm all good with staying in or near Phandalin.
Very well. Do you have any questions other than the inane ones that you are thinking of right now?
does that count? Does money count?
So I guess not.
Okay.
To be clear here, this is the sort of they let us live sort of deal.
I don't know who these people are.
It's probably best that way.
It's definitely best that way.
You are patted
Okay.
on the ass, halfling.
Oh.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
I'm not one of your half. I'm another one. I'm part dwarf now. I was actually added to the group.
So we'll be going there, Rosalie?
Yeah. Gundren's paying you to head that way tomorrow. Is that not correct?
Oh yeah.
Thought it was today.
It is tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Right. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, he is.
Be out of
Okay.
my sight. If we see you again without the information, we will not be so kind. And Todd
Can
says,
do.
"Come on, can't I kill one of them?"
Come at me, bitch.
Good to see you, Todd. Lige, let's go.
Grrr!
All right, you guys just stay indoors while we're moving our stuff to the ship.
Lige, roll a perception check for me.
Well, I don't want them to see us.
Failure.
Kill
Failure.
us.
Yeah, as soon as we get out of the building, I'm like, who the fuck are these small
Why do I have to
people?
roll the 20s whenever, you know?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's just not. That's
Okay, thanks, Lige.
you're welcome.
So, on the way back to wherever are we leaving? Are we all leaving?
He's wondering if Lige is staying behind for a little bit of help with his coin purses.
As everyone kind of starts to wander out, you find Johnny by your elbow, Captain, and he's standing there, and he kind of grabs a hold of your elbow just lightly. Don't screw us on this one.
Didn't try to screw you on the last one.
I didn't say don't try to screw us. I said don't screw us.
This kid is scary.
I lean over to Lige and ask him, "Is that the demon boy?"
He's like 14 now, right?
Yes. Be quiet.
He's-
Let's run.
He's like between 10 and 12.
What the fuck? He was 9 last time.
Really, guys, we desperately need to kill this motherfucker.
Can we do it
Honestly, we can't.
Eleanor's just gonna
Fine.
kind of like start waving them. Let's just go and get back to
Y'all aren't waving
in
shit to
and
Lige.
just-
Lige walked out the door. When they opened it, it looked like the pep step came back and it was a national pastime, and I won.
Yeah.
As you say that last thing, Captain, he reaches out and hands you a coin.
Oh, that's a tracker coin.
Oh god.
It hits the
Anything-
water.
Anything particular about the coin that I notice?
It is smooth on both sides.
And obviously,
Definitely a hooker coin.
obviously Mandalorian.
Oh god. Does this have
Obviously.
any significance to me whatsoever that I know of?
You're looking at this coin. He says, "If you present that to one of my people, one of our people, it will get you through the door."
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm just gonna be mosey on out the door. Just kind of. This kid is friggin' scary, dude. Every time we run into this kid.
I bet he's like 700 years old, but he just
So
So we're able to
Oh,
back
yeah.
towards
You,
to the
you
to
guys
the end,
get
the end.
out and you head back to the tavern that you guys were at before. Is that right?
Yeah, and by the way, I'm
on the
removing
way
one
there-
gold piece because I've drank a gold piece's worth of ale.
Okay.
I'm on the way there. I'm gonna be kind of explaining to the rest of the party why it is that they're saving our butts.
Yeah, because Eleanor would be like, "All right, you need to start talking now."
Lige, when
Yeah.
you go to count your coins, your pouch is gone, so all your money's gone.
So
That's why I didn't want to give it to you.
a few.
I have to go back.
You should have just let me give it to him like he was a fucking werewolf.
to go back.
owe him one.
I check
Wait.
my pockets.
It's gone.
I go back.
Lige turns around and starts heading back towards the warehouse.
Whoa,
Where you
whoa, whoa,
going,
whoa,
my
whoa, whoa,
friend?
whoa, whoa! They threatened to kill us, buddy.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh
Aw.
no.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I have to go back.
What?
Why?
I just have to.
Do you need me going through the roof again?
Nope. Y'all stay. Y'all go about your business. I'll be back.
It went real well last time.
Yeah. It's a family thing. I have to go back.
Do you need backup this time?
Nope. I'm probably gonna die, but it's okay. I have to go back. It's the only thing that means anything to me. I have to go back.
Oh boy.
I'll go plaster myself against a window so I can watch.
Wait.
The unbroken one.
Yeah,
I'm lost here. What the hell happened to his coin purse?
they stole it.
And
Well-
this was not his balls.
No, his real coin purse.
Uh oh.
His physical coin purse.
Yeah.
This is feeling real off the rails. What's happening?
We gonna go, or he's gonna go get it, and I'm gonna watch.
So the one that he gave you earlier got swapped out for something else?
Completely taken.
Okay,
No,
you
so
guys
he
were
gave it to
surrounded.
me.
You guys were
I threw it to
surrounded.
him.
Let me
and then it was taken.
let me just clarify. You guys were surrounded by a group of halfling thieves who saw you toss a coin purse to another person.
I mean, these are Jawa. We need to disintegrate a few of them.
I mean, I kind of want to cast some of my stuff at what's his face, Johnny.
Johnny
All
walks
right.
into the tavern about this
Look,
time.
my friend, I am with you. Let us go back and retrieve this coin purse. Your
Yeah.
memories are more important than some other things.
All right, we're gonna have to go back with them if
Jo-
they want us to do this.
Johnny walks in right about the time you guys are discussing this.
Hey, Johnny.
Johnny. Someone
Be
took
good.
something from me that's worth more than my gold. You can have the gold. I just need something. I need something that was in my coin purse.
He hands you a ring
Thanks.
and he walks out.
But I wanted the pouch.
I want to make an Arcana check or an insight check. What is up with this kid?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll whatever you want to roll.
Can I as well,
Uh,
please?
Yep, absolutely. Actually, everyone roll an insight check.
Insight. Outside, inside.
And inside the tower, and roll a medicine check.
Ooh, I can definitely do that.
Okay, so Corbin, you're the only one with a decent insight into this guy. There is something very ethereal about this kid, very fluid and unemotional about the kid. It reminds you of something that you can't place exactly. And Evelyn,
Mm-hmm.
you actually, I'm sorry, you actually notice a very similar thing as well. There's something ethereal about him, and with your medicine skills, you think he's a sociopath,
Cool.
like a full-fledged kills animals and feels better about killing animals sociopath.
Yeah, makes sense. He kind of looks creepy.
He does look creepy.
yeah, I mean, after he leaves and we're walking down the road, Corbin will say,
Kia.
"Yeah, there is something different about that child. Something
Special.
special."
Leonardus is gonna take Liege aside here, and he's going to pull 30 gold out of his purse and shove it into his hands.
Oh,
Yeah.
Captain, I can't take that. I was a fool.
The fuck? Y'all have 30 gold?
You've suffered you've suffered too much on my account, friend.
I will pay you back.
Nothing of it. I've gotten you into this mess.
That's true, you did.
All right, so you guys are at the tavern. You're a little less chipper than you were the night before. The tavern seems a little more somber as the night wears on.
All right. So,
Can I walk up to Captain and be like, okay, so,
all right. So let's take this aside because I would have been explaining to the rest of the party what the hell was going on while we were walking back.
Okay.
So, what the captain would have explained to the rest of the party is that he got in some trouble about 5 years back, with a rather rambunctious halfling who
Interjection.
took it upon. Go ahead.
Interjection. Lige, it was only 3 years back.
Oh, 3 years back.
No, Captain, you're right.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So yeah, about 5 years back, we got in some trouble with a rather rambunctious halfling. We offered to, or rather, we were brought along for a plan of our own making to take a vessel. The plan went sideways. The entire crew of halflings got, I assume, captured. We escaped by the Neverwinter Navy, and Rosalie's been pissed at us ever since. This is her calling in what we owe her for that job going south.
but, I mean, everyone has an option to say something, right? Like you said, they had an opportunity to interject, but they
Absolutely.
didn't.
But
So it's their own fault that they died.
I don't think
Hmm.
anyone died, except for the crew of that ship. That crew of that ship definitely died.
Well, that they got captured. Sorry.
But yeah, so about that, I don't think they see it that way, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
So they've got tendrils all over Neverwinter. It's probably best for me to at least do what they want. I just wanted all of you in the awares of what's going to have to happen.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I'll do whatever. It's fine. But you have 30 gold extra for fun?
No.
Oh. Okay. I feel better now.
That's the truth as well. that is actually the truth. I do
I
not
wouldn't
have
have
30
questioned
gold
it
extra for fun.
even if it wasn't true. I wouldn't have questioned it.
Because, I already gave 30 gold away.
True.
All right. So you guys get back to the tavern, a much more beaten down and somber crew than the night before. Is there anything you guys would like to do before the next morning?
Yeah, I'd like to look for a new coin first to put my wares in.
Okay.
Like to have a good cry in private.
Oh, yeah, and I probably need to disclose a couple of things to the captain.
I need some better boots.
Eleanor would probably just start seeing to her belongings, knowing that they're going on a journey tomorrow, and just doing the making sure that, she has everything, her blades are sharp, her instruments are in good repair, that's what. Making sure she has all her rations, um, anything else she might need for a journey and time spent up.
Well, one thing you guys know that along the 2 day travel from Neverwinter to Phandelver, that you guys have all one or the other um, besides Evelyn made in the past. You're provided all the food and drinks that you guys require, non-alcoholic, of course. So,
No.
Boo!
boo, boo, indeed. So every
Now, come
time,
on, this is like France. There's got to be like a lighter alcohol that is considered non-alcoholic. Like
Kinder beer.
beer. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
Kinder beer.
to be fair, the alcohol, there was alcohol provided for the trips that Eleanor and Corbin took, but the trips that Lige and the captain took, there was no alcohol provided.
They know.
Thanks for ruining it for the rest of us.
I didn't drink that.
It only takes one.
Okay, guys, I need a 2 minute break. I will be back momentarily.
Sounds good.
Yay.
And silently for a minute.
Well,
Bar time.
then to that end, I will leave the stream going and let you guys roleplay. Go right ahead.
All right.
Since you missed out on the last break, let's do it.
I know that was so random. Well,
So Eleanor is just sitting in the common room, kind of tending to her instruments and plucking away, and anyone's around.
I suppose I owe you an explanation. And I pull out a ring and hand it over to you, Leonidas or Leonardus. Sorry, did Leonardus go away?
No, he's here.
Oh, okay,
He's staring at the ring.
all right. That's
What's this?
that is my family's signet ring.
Your-
It's the only thing I have from my actual real father. So
You're a noble?
it's a long story. When we have time, I'll tell you the whole tale. But I'm a bastard son of a noble. I was
Oh.
given a noble name whenever my father died. My mother took me into the house and gave me a noble name. And then my mother was murdered and I was kicked out of the house again. So I know both sides of the street. Let's just say that. And my mother made sure that I received the ring. One day I'll reclaim my position. So
Maybe we can help you.
That's a worthy quest.
I think
No.
that was just between Lige and Captain,
Oh.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Never mind. Just joking.
Gonna hand you back your ring there.
I
No
just thought
problems.
you needed to know what you were getting, why I was in such a hurry to end my life for it. It's the only thing I have left.
I understand. I thought it was about the savings.
No. But
Well.
thank you for your generosity. It won't go to waste. It will be good.
Hopefully, we'll both live through this one.
As long as you don't
Mopro
fuck it
wants
up
to know what
again.
your bastard name.
You fucking shit. You fucking shit. What kind of first mate are you?
Exactly right.
Mopro
right.
wants to know what your bastard name was.
That's part of the backstory we haven't quite fleshed out yet, so we don't know
You're
yet.
not willing to tell yet.
Basically, yeah.
You'll admit you're a noble's bastard, but not whose.
Yeah.
If the rest of the party wants to do their little aside session.
I kind of just want to sit.
And plus, I also haven't okayed it with the DM yet, so, or GM, whichever you prefer.
I think it has to be DM for this. I mean,
The general
be.
manager or the district manager?
Sorry,
That's right.
Lilia tried to breathe wine, so she's out of commission for a few minutes.
That's what I was like. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I just figured somebody was bonging down. So I mean, or
All right, Mr. Marion.
seeing men about a dog and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I will.
Oh.
I'll even mute it. Yeah, I heard that. Ow.
Drink the wine. Don't breathe the wine.
I guess.
Be the
No.
liquor. Be the liquor.
Be the liquor.
Breathing wine is great.
Especially when it's not caffeinated, carbonated.
Oh, geez.
Caffeinated wine. That sounds gross.
That sounds like a trip. Can you
An upper
imagine?
and a downer all in one?
Exactly. All you need is a glass of wine in the morning and skip coffee.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna get through this COVID shit.
Mm-hmm.
What, doing a rail of ketamine? That's just me. Okay.
Snorting cocaine. That's what's gonna get us through this.
So, I'm assuming that this is. I'm guessing we probably have met your character before, Lexi. We just haven't gotten around to doing the meeting,
Right.
yet. But I'm assuming we actually.
That is correct.
Probably so. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Anshar.
Yeah. You guys have all met one another. Like I said, I intended to do more background stories. I will probably do another background story after we've done some more adventuring, so you guys know more about what has happened in the past.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
We will probably also do flash forward adventures.
Okay.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Yes, indeed. Just want to give a little
Ta-da.
bit of information to those in the stream. If you're watching Twitch, there is an interactive overlay that has their D&D Beyond characters on the screen, and I do not have it set up right. But there are additional characters on there. I will get it set up to where it's using all the right characters, but you can see their stats and other pieces of information about them if you just look at the stream.
And you can also choose what happens in the game if you cheer.
Yes.
You can impact how well it works.
Let me see.
Oh,
You can help Jess roll better than a 1 on drinking her wine.
Well, and I will throw this in too. Anytime you think one of us may look like a jackass trying to jump up on a roof, jump right in.
Or if you think we need to look like a jackass climbing a
Yeah. While you're at it.
or if we make a really stupid decision like toss me my coin purse in the middle of a group of thieves.
Yeah, that's probably not the best choice. One thing, guys that are watching that I tend to do is I do not kill players for bad rolls, but I will kill you for making bad decisions.
And lying.
And
Like hanging out with a group of halfling thieves and getting wrapped up in their shenanigans.
Or sleeping with poxy whores.
We smell like onions.
She was nice. She was a nice girl.
she was,
She was
a
never
nice girl.
nice.
She was a nice
No.
lady.
She
She was sweet. Her breath was not.
Her breath
They
could
were-
steal a sailor from the sea.
I've heard of bad breath before, Marge, but you could knock a buzzard off a shit wagon.
Did you say steal or kill a sailor from the?
All right.
Okay, guys. Are we all caught up?
Yeah, we did a little
Yep.
role play session.
Very
Had some
good.
heart to heart. Jess almost died.
Nice, nice.
I rolled a nat 20.
I rolled a natural 1.
Very nice. Very nice. Love it. Love it. Love it. We're probably going to have a session one time where I do not DM at all. I'm just going to put you guys in a room and let you go at it.
All right.
I'll bring my Batman costume.
Fuck
We'll
right.
see which see if the COVID kills us all.
Mopro, what was the question? What is your bastard name directed at?
That was
Oh, that was-
Talaj.
Oh, we
Yeah.
already answered him on that one.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's fast forward to the next morning, and we will get going. Let's see here.
No, we were. That's too far fast forwarding. You asked what we were doing. We mentioned some of us mentioned that we were trying to find a couple of things. Did we find them?
You found a coin purse, no problem. I will not.
I
even
was looking
charge you
for a bag of holding, if I could afford it.
No, you can't.
No,
Damn. I was hoping I could find one for a gold piece at the thrift shop.
them things are expensive.
Sure. Yeah, if you'd like to.
No, I wouldn't. Nope. Fuck no.
That's
Why does
Bag
it
of
have
holding.
teeth?
No, just open it up and look inside. Oh, look, a beholder.
It's always something.
That would be a bag of beholding.
That's what I
A
said.
bag
yeah.
of beholding.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read you some box text now. This is getting us to the current session. In the city of Neverwinter, a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker asked you to bring a wagon load of provisions to the rough and tumble settlement of Phandelver, a couple days' travel southeast of the city. Gundren was clearly excited and more than a little secretive about his reasons for the trip, saying only that he and his brother had found something big, and that he'd pay you 10 gold pieces each for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions, a trading post in Phandelver. He then set out ahead of you on horse, along with a warrior escort named Sildar Halwinter, claiming he needed to arrive early to take care of business. You spent the last few days following the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Tribord Trail. You've encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along the trail. So, does one of you choose to drive the wagon?
I'm probably not the best at it.
It's like sailing a ship, right?
It is like sailing a ship, yes.
I will definitely choose to ride in the wagon.
Can't tell if it's sarcasm, but might as well drive the wagon.
Drive the wagon. Okay, you do not have proficiency. It is a wisdom check.
Somebody
Hey.
else should drive the wagon.
Would that
Actually-
be animal handling?
There's actually a land vehicles skill, but I will allow animal handling if you.
Can I assist her with it?
Yes, you may. So,
No, I'm not specialized in that either, but I was just asking.
actually, does anyone have animal handling?
You okay?
Not as a like proficiency, but I'm pretty good at it.
So
Yeah, I have a 0 in it.
the way I handle the assist rules is I usually make you have to have proficiency in the skill that you're assisting with.
Okay.
just because it doesn't make sense to me two unskilled people getting an advantage on a roll.
I'm just picturing that.
Yeah, picture that if you will, and you'll see what I mean. I think.
The
Like
parking
Vivian.
scene in
But what if on the morning of, as they were getting ready to head out, Eleanor was talking to the teamster who dropped off the wagon for them to take up, and got some tips on how to handle the horses or the donkey, whatever they are.
I will adjust your skill modifier accordingly and let you make a roll.
Okay. In or out of the tower?
Out of the tower's great. Fan-fucking-tastic.
that works perfectly.
Oh God.
So, okay.
I could use some help on that one.
Well.
No.
No.
It's all good. Hold on.
I speak common, so I can call them the horses. It works with them. I don't know how.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes, dear?
I don't know. I heard something say, "Hey."
It's his computer.
It is my kiss my ass
Or
box.
tablet.
I have a fill in here for about 30 seconds. Okay, hold on.
Someone's got to poop.
30 seconds?
It's a dead 6-year looking Dan who's on mute.
Hey guys, young Dan here.
That is
Hello.
young
I was
Dan.
gonna say hello. That's different.
I've come
Wibbly
back.
wobbly, timey-wimey.
Yes.
How are you, Devin?
I'm actually very good. I was put on the spot here, so I know what I'm doing.
Of course you do.
Man, I just knew that I. Hold on, let me.
You broke it, didn't you?
I hope I'm doing a good job.
So far, so
You're
good.
fantastic, man.
Thank you. I
Boy.
certify doing nothing.
Dude.
Well, so far I think we've driven the wagon off the road.
No, I did the ha as it went to pull off, and immediately like turned them in a circle. So we're like, well, this is literally going nowhere.
So I know that
That's all I
Lexi.
got, guys.
I saw
We are
Lexi saw my comment in the chat, but the parking scene from Meatballs. You got it, Dad. Keep on coming, Dad. Back it up, Dad. Sorry, Dad.
But hold on. Last time we did this, we had a teamster, because he hid with the horses when we got attacked.
That is true. However, I asked
This
if
time you
anyone would like to drive the horses, and you offered.
I'm offering to
And
ride
I'll
on the
be like, well,
wagon.
no, maybe I won't do it. I tried. Maybe someone else should do it.
You know what? I changed my mind. I'll try.
I will give you one
I'll
gold.
switch places with her.
Do it.
Okay. That is
I'll give it a go.
almost where I want to be. Awesome. Okay. Had to find my map because I had closed it, unfortunately.
Oh.
Boom.
Okay.
I think I got it.
So
now you're actually
Eleanor,
almost good at it.
You jump up on the wagon, and the animals do not seem to pay any attention to you. They are very obstinate. And then this little halfling says, "I'll do it," and jumped up on there and is like, "Go, you pox-ridden animals!" And they just took the fuck off.
But were they going the right direction?
They were.
I got a natural 20. They definitely were.
No, it's not really definitely, because I mean you still are unskilled at it. So.
Oh, that's fair.
Do you see what I just did on your table, my friends?
It turned colors.
It did turn colors.
Is that not pretty?
I
I
like
thought
your
I was
color.
seeing shit. Yeah, that's cool.
I was like, wait, oh god, did we crash?
No.
I was like, wait a minute, I've never been to a Grateful Dead show, but what?
I'm tripping balls now.
Reminds me of the Bill Slater comment. I shouldn't use
Okay.
last name, should I?
Carrying
No.
forward.
You should not. Okay, so you guys are traveling for a while, and You just turn east, and it's getting kind of dark out. Let me pull up the information. You've been on the Tribord Trail for about half a day. As you come around a bend, you spot 2 dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here with a steep embankment and dense thickets on either side.
Did you warn us that that was box text?
I did not, because I was not prepared to do that. I read it off the cuff.
That works out.
Yeah.
How fast are we coming upon them?
You do not move very quickly in a wagon, but you are moving along.
I'll slow down.
And I said 50 feet, so I will move you back a little ways. Feel free at this point to place yourselves where you would find yourselves to be appropriately placed.
Are those? Is that our horses in amongst us?
That is horses amongst you.
I'm good with where I'm at.
Yeah, me too.
What the fuck?
All right. So
I'm in the wagon, so I got to be behind the horses.
Umber Moore sees the dead horses and immediately pops off the wagon and starts looking around, just seeing what he can spot.
Okay.
I won't go to a halt, but I'll just creep along with horses if I can.
Okay. So we will move.
Just like keeping an eye out, but just going pretty slow.
That's creeping? And it's
Maybe a little.
obvious that they're dead horses?
They're lying on their backs or on their sides.
Yeah.
With
All right.
arrows.
Right about here, I hop off the wagon as
Okay.
long as I don't hurt myself in doing so, since she's creeping.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Leonardus has his bow out while he's looking.
Can I take a look around as well?
Yes. I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to make everyone make a.
I already rolled perception.
Yes.
In the tower?
I already got it.
He rolled our perceptions.
I can actually roll everyone's of any skill with the DC and have it apply immediately.
Neat.
Okay. Okay, so you guys get about here, and then you kind of come to a stop as everyone's kind of paying close attention to what's going on, and yeah, okay, so you guys come to a stop. You're trying to figure out what's going on. You look around. You do not see anything in particular that stands out. Though Eleanor, you hear movement coming from that direction.
I hear something coming from the northeast.
Northwest.
West. Wait. What?
Northeast.
It's northeast.
Yeah, it is.
Your northwest or his?
I hear something on our left.
Would you like to mansplain that, Leonardus?
No, I think I'll just man listen.
And I'll man up. Oh, I'm sorry. Went to musical there. Didn't mean to.
Gotta man up.
That's the best.
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't actually mean to put this as between me and the noise, except yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Um,
Yeah.
what would everyone like to do at this point?
I mean, should I stop the wagon guys, or are we keeping on going?
I'd say you should probably stop since we're gonna have to work our way around the horses anyway.
And I didn't have a good map for this, so I kind of put this together. On either side of this, there's a steep embankment.
That's what I was
And
fixing to ask.
yeah, and if here, actually, let me put that back up. So that is the box text that I read for you.
I
So
don't see it.
it's in the chat box.
Okay.
All right, Leonardus has tucked himself in behind the wagon and is now skulking about.
Very nice.
I'll stop the wagon.
Eleanor will pull out her drum in case she might need it. Have her lute close to
And looks like Elijah's going to have trouble clicking on things. Oh, there it goes.
Okay. About this time, let's just do this. Where did it go? Okay, about this time,
Yeah, Ready Flute of the Princess. Yep. Couldn't remember what the name of it was.
so about this time, these creatures show up at the edge of your vision, and as if they realized that they had been noticed of in some way, and they are making their way towards you. The creatures look like. Let me get a picture for you. That's the nice thing I like about Fantasy Grounds. You can pull them up. Let's see. Where did the oh? I'm trying to get the get them to be not identified, but so much
You
for
could
that.
Might be
you
easier
could
said than
describe
done.
them to us.
I will let you see because you guys will figure out what they are pretty quickly.
Oh, goblin.
Yeah, they are goblins. So these short humanoid creatures with long ears, and they have various shades of skin color, um, with red beady eyes, come out of the woodworks, and they are wielding short bows and scimitars.
No, of course.
The two up front on on this facing are wielding scimitars, and the other two are wielding short bows, and that is when we would like to roll initiative for this combat.
Okay. Actions. No. Main.
See if I speak goblin. Oh, we're not gonna roll it in the tower.
I should have. I'm sorry. I double clicked.
No, you don't roll in the tower. You just double
You
click it.
rolled twice.
Lige, how many times are you going to roll initiative?
I wasn't trying to roll over there. I was trying to roll it over on the in the tower.
You
At the end.
Don't roll initiative in the tower.
Yeah, you do not roll in the tower. You just double click initiative. So
Yeah.
if you'll do so right now, this will be your initiative.
Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. There we go.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
No worries.
I was
So
trying to move character sheet around too.
Evelette rolled a 22. Jesus.
Yeah.
No,
Corbin,
Evelette.
Corbin rolled a 22. Okay, so at this
Or
time,
Birdman and Batgirl, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
We attack the same.
You got
Quick, I will make a fool out of myself. Do something inspiring.
it.
so okay, so we're gonna do our first group combat, and this is going to be very fun. For those of you viewing in the stream, bear with us while we sort out the particulars of how to do this. This is all kind of new to the group, so we will
Yeah,
have
I've never
some
played a bard before, so yeah.
we'll have some things to figure out as time goes as we go through this, but it will get smoother as we go. Corbin, you notice these creatures coming out of the darkness, and you get a chance to react.
I attack from the darkness. Let's see. How far away am I here?
If you control click on one of them, it will tell you your range.
Okay.
So actually, are you casting Hex?
Yes.
Okay. You already have the effect on you from we didn't take it off before.
Okay.
So yeah.
Target. Do I target with a hex?
So you target the creature, which you've got 3 creatures targeted. You need to select one of them. Okay. You have none targeted. You have one targeted. Good. Okay, so you have one target in your eyesight.
And now I will go to my actions.
So Corbin,
Yeah.
actions,
Hexblade.
Hex,
Or
just
hex, sorry.
just click. Hold on, let me fix that for you. When you use Hex, you get to give disadvantage on one attribute. What attribute would you like to give them disadvantage on?
Um, they're hitting with melee weapons, so strength.
Well,
guess.
it does not affect their combat rolls, but it affects like if they did athletics or something like that.
Right. How about dexterity? Let's make them undexterous.
Dex.
I mean, hex their dexterity.
Hex their dex. Got it. Okay. So now
Hexterity.
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 So you already have the first effect on you. You need to roll the second effect. Hex discharge discheck dex.
It just hit effect.
Just effect. Okay. You have done that. Now what would you like to do?
I would like to. How fast is my physical movement? Let me see on my.
30 feet.
Okay, I will cover this range, and then as I get to his flanking side, I draw my sword and step in with a stab with
Okay.
booming blade. No,
So-
actually, no, not booming blade. Not booming blade. Green flame blade. Sorry.
Okay, so the first thing you do is mark your movement.
Okay. I do that by clicking on me.
By dragging from your character to them to where you're
Okay.
going. Okay, so actually you need to mark each square of movement that you move. You can move diagonal, horizontal, or vertical. So like you would make a move. Hold on, let me. If you were going there, you could then go there, there. You see how I did it with Eleanor?
Right.
So you, in your case, you would move here, which is up on top of the wagon, or you would move here, which is up on top of the wagon. Then you could go to there. Then you could go to. Sorry, there, and then to there.
Okay.
But I will make you make an acrobatics check because you are popping up onto the wagon.
And we know how good I am at acrobatics.
We do know how good you are at acrobatics.
In the
Rule
tower?
wagon.
No, just roll it. Okay,
Not
so
bad.
So
That's pretty
you
good.
you
That's
pop
good.
your hand up on the side of this wagon and you kind of do a vault over it and you land on the edge of the wagon and then jump down and move diagonally up to that point and then over to the side of the enemy.
And how tall are they? About 2, 3 feet?
They are very short, yes.
Like attacking halflings. No offense.
Damn it.
Uh, yeah, and I give this one a good stab in the nose. Like I'm gonna try to run him through. Let's see. What do we got here?
Okay,
Ability.
so roll on your actions the longsword attack.
Now target him first, right? Or have I already done
You've
that?
already targeted him.
Okay, let me get my.
You've got yourself targeted. Let me undo that. Okay, that's good.
Okay. Now we
So
go to.
double click the +5 next to longsword.
Okay.
Okay, so you come in and you miss him with your attack.
Never fails.
It is how we like to start things. That is your movement and your attack action. Go to next person's turn.
Okay, so would stopping the horses be my action?
No, that's already done.
Okay, cool. I only have 25 minutes, so I would need to hop off. And then there.
Okay, so you.
How about that?
Since you're just hopping off, I'm not going to make you do anything acrobatic. But you do run up there pretty quickly and skitter up to them, and then you do what?
All right, I'm going to. You know what? I'm gonna pull out a big boy. I'm gonna inflict wound on him. So I'm going to make a melee spell attack.
Okay, so target him.
Did I do it?
You did not do it. Control click.
Boop. There we
you
go.
Perfect.
I need to do control. Then we do attack. Hey!
So you okay, nice. Go ahead and roll damage, and it.
Do I get to roll twice at that point, or do you want me to just double it?
Just roll your damage. It will do it automatically.
Oh, cool.
40!
Holy shit!
Okay, so you guys are watching this little squirrely halfling, and she vaults off of the back of the horse, darts over in front of this goblin, chants some words, thrusts out her hand like she's a fucking monk,
Yeah!
and the goblin explodes into a bloody mist.
Kamehameha! No, sorry.
Fucking
Dan.
hell.
Mosquitoes
I just
are
look
thick.
over. I look over at Corbin, and I go, "That was fun."
Okay, so Corbin, you look down at this little halfling who has a mist of blood
Oh, just all over my face.
all over her face, and she smiles and laughs and says, "That was fun."
Now
I
I'm
would
scared
like
of her.
to. I would like to make a morale check.
I think we
Because
smell. I
please
think we
make-
smell a
I think I
morale
may-
fail.
I may run with the goblins.
Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
No, Corbin.
Okay.
We smell a morale fail.
In the tower.
Nope, just double click it.
I think
Okay,
we'll all
shit.
know if you make
Hold
that
on.
one or fail that.
Let me double click it. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Bam, there it is. That same
Oh,
fucking thing. Same fucking thing.
Okay, so you do feel your legs go a little wobbly. You don't have to run. This is just flavor. But there is something creepy about small people for you now.
Elephant and mice, baby. Elephant.
Welcome
what's-
to the club.
Here's what's funny. This
Yeah,
is what
no
they
shit.
didn't know. I had it far before we entered the warehouse. So
Joke's on them.
Yes.
You had it with you.
yeah. So take that.
So yeah. So Evelyn, put next turn in for me.
I'm glad Evelyn is on my side.
Yeah. Damn.
Did I do it? Did it go?
It went blip.
It did. So
It got beamed up, Scotty.
Yeah.
the the goblin behind is holding a bow and looking at you with a great degree of concern, and
That was fun.
No shit. That was awesome.
Jesus, 40 damage.
That was
and
awesome.
it looks like he exploded from fear.
He was,
he
He
ran
turned
into the darkness.
Bravely ran away.
Jeez, I rolled 38.
So yeah,
That happened.
wow. This other scimitar wielding goblin is also looking at what just happened. The piece of flesh from his buddy, the little piece of brain that is stacked on his face, traumatizing him to the point to where he too runs away.
This is my kind of combat. We send her in.
Monster!
The remaining enemy decides to look at you guys, and he says, "Hiya!"
No. All
attacks
because you missed.
attacks Corbin. So,
Fuck you, Goblin. How about that? You see this little chick here? She's about to murder you.
and he misses, and then he looks around and he realizes what the hell's going on. And
Oh yeah, you and what army?
And then he starts to run away. Corbin, please make a attack roll.
Do I get one too?
You will momentarily.
Okay.
You can turn him into a blood mist as he leaves. Mosquitoes are thick.
Mosquitoes are thick, yeah. And let me find my damn skill. Where the fuck did they go?
Actions.
Abilities, no.
Actions.
Oh.
There we go. Lord have mercy.
Meth
Okay,
is a bitch of a
double
drug.
click.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I was trying to click a spell off. I
Yeah.
thought that would help.
No problem. Indeed, Banner, that is a true thing. So, Corbin, go ahead and roll your damage. And you, okay? So this guy turns. He goes, attacks, misses, kind of looks to his side, looks over his shoulder, looks behind him, and is like, "Oh hell!" He says in Goblin, if anyone has
Nope.
any Goblin language ability, and then starts to take off, and Corbin, with this angry face, because he's so expressive with his plague mask, just
Birdman and Batgirl.
lays down the sword on him, and necrotic energy shivers around his blade, and he cleaves down into him and cuts him in twain.
Yeah, I look over at Evelyn and I go, I'm better at stabbing them in the back.
Ooh, get it!
So,
I just start wiping the blood off of my face.
Leonardus looks at Lige. Little people are terrifying.
Big people aren't much.
And Eleanor's looking around to see if there's anything else around.
He hit him till the candy fell out.
Oh god.
so yeah. Hey, let me be a healer, and I'll just go in first combat and get a crit off the bat and roll nearly max damage.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Bravo.
And yeah, in position for healer. By the way.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
I'm
can
not
heal
even
a
a heal.
lot too.
Sometimes the best heal is doing damage, because then they can't inflict damage.
Kill them before they hurt you. Yes.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So looks like we've got to
That was
work out
awesome.
what to do with these horses.
thank you for
I'm
the
not
follow,
eating
Jay.
those.
Much
Oh,
appreciated.
that was my idea.
Thank you for the follow, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Yay.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Yay, Jay.
Yay, Jay.
Oh, hey, that's one of my peeps.
What?
Thanks,
What
Jay.
up? Woo-doo.
So as you stand here with this blood-covered little person standing next to the scary guy.
Eee.
No, he ain't scary.
Not anymore.
You're a little nervous because you've never seen anyone touch someone and blow them up.
None of us. I'm
That
pretty
is a new experience.
sure.
But you did lay some hate down on that little bastard that you missed. That's for sure. So the combat is over and you guys can do what you would like to do. What would you like to do at this point?
Loot those fucking bodies.
What
Yeah.
bodies?
I'm
Just
kidding.
bodies.
There's only
Singular.
loot on the floor because all the flesh was blown out from around it.
Oh, hey, Luke. Sorry about that.
Look, the loot is clean.
There's
Yeah,
a loot.
all the
No,
blood,
it's
all
covered
the
in spray of blood.
on. No, it's all over
Other
me
viscera.
I suppose investigate the scene of the crime of the dead horses. See
Okay.
what's up. See
Yeah.
if there's anything left.
Yeah. Just
now.
There's a way around them, or we have to figure out a way to move them.
I thought we could move them. Just like maybe bury them, put them underneath
Or
some brush or something.
or we could let you touch them.
Yeah, you could poke one.
No, I don't want to do that. The goblins were threatening us. The horses aren't. I mean, they're dead.
Look, those horses are coming right at you.
They're dead though.
They could come back to life and get you in your nightmares.
Maybe. I kind of like
So-
the arrows though.
Well, to get
Alright.
those arrows, we're gonna have to get rid of the horses.
Leonardus has a moment of insight here. I've got 50 foot of rope. I'm gonna tie that rope to one of the horses, and then to the back of the wagon.
Hey,
and
good idea.
We're gonna tow that horse right out of the way so we can slide the wagon by it.
I'm gonna stand on the other side of the horses and watch you do it.
But I ain't driving the wagon. That's we've got to get Master Exploder down here.
okay.
Somebody. Yeah.
The saddlebags have been looted. Nearby lies an empty leather map case. As you move over to the horses, everyone roll a perception check for me, please.
In the tower.
Yeah, let's do that in the tower. Perception checks generally in the tower.
Okay.
Wait, did I just level up?
I don't know. Do you have 300 XP?
Do I?
Don't think so.
I thought it was at 125 before.
300
close.
XP. You do have a little ways to go. Evelyn, Lige, and Leonardus. You guys notice something odd about the horses. They look kind of familiar.
No.
What?
The horses appear to be the horses that Gundren, Rockseeker, and Sildar Halwinter rode back and forth between the towns.
Of course it is.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Fucking
I would-
Gundren.
I would like to use my investigation. Can I tell if the individuals riding the horses were drug off, if they were bleeding, if they were injured?
Please roll an investigation check for me.
In the tower.
Yes, please.
I will give him some black up on that.
Oh, black up. Okay. You have investigation as a trained skill also,
I sure do.
We
Daniel.
rub our black leathers together.
So
What?
re-roll. Actually, the way assistance works
Oh
is
no, I mean I was actually going to investigate too.
okay. So let me give you a rule that the way assistance works on things, and then you
Okay.
can decide how you'd like to do that. Assistance gives another player advantage on the roll. So if you assist Daniel, he would roll with advantage. You would not roll. If he assists you, you would roll with advantage. He would not roll. Otherwise, you both do investigations.
Let's work together. I'll assist him. So
Okay.
I'll
So
give him advantage for the roll.
Corbin, re-roll with advantage, please. So
Thank
click advantage and then drag your roll down.
Thank you, Leonardus. Drag it to the
The,
Sorry, I
box.
accidentally dragged something.
that's okay. Did you roll
You missed.
or click the advantage button? Oh
Yes.
yeah, you did. Okay, so super. You start looking, and it appears that
You have mistaken the horses for cows. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
let me double check.
Oh well, I suppose then in that case.
Yeah, everyone move over by the horses since you're investigating. Um, so you're looking, and it's obvious that they were dragged into the woods to the north.
It is obvious they have been dragged into the woods to the north.
And
Eleanor,
everyone else is curious how that's obvious because it's not.
I feel that
Eleanor, I need your
Leonardus knows
eyes.
I was watching the wagon, but all right. And do I need to roll?
No. We're gonna need your eyes because we're going into the woods.
Oh. Oh boy.
So how many of us go? Who stays with the wagon?
The
Oh, the wagon needs guarding. Huh?
there is a guard that or a driver with the wagon. He
Oh.
was not driving. He says, "I'll stay back.
Yay! We don't have to Scooby Doo it.
Do not have to Scooby Doo it."
Bring it.
What up, Zoiks? Yeah.
Just want to say we have 19 people in the stream, and I'm very happy that you guys are all joining us for this wonderful D&D adventure.
Thank you.
Feel free.
Hello.
Yes. Thank you.
Feel free
Hooray.
to talk to us in stream. We're more than happy to have some communication from you guys and know that you guys are enjoying what we're putting out for you.
We have
Don't
we have
forget
enough
you can-
in-party tangents. We can do some out-of-party tangents as well.
Easily.
And you can
Easily.
impact how the game rolls. Literally.
Yes.
Absolutely. So
Uh,
he does not want that to happen.
I mean, I'm literally to the point of needing a sponsor. I'm willing to wear like a jacket with your name on it or something, you know.
Don't ask
Cool.
the captain. He's not a good sponsor.
Yeah.
You need someone just to prepay to give you some natural 20s.
We've been on this road for less than a day, and he's already off the wagon. You get it? You get it?
Oh.
It's funny because alcoholism.
It's
Oh,
funny
yeah.
because alcoholism.
And speaking of which, pay this Irishman to go get a drink. I will definitely do that for you.
Okay. So you guys.
Guess we're going that way.
Let
Oh, wait.
me-
I should be here. Yeah.
Let me put on the party sheet, if I can do so.
The
Inventory.
I'm a
map
meaty
case.
meat.
Who's the meat?
I have an 18 AC.
So that means you go in the front.
Okay.
I'm trying to
It's
stay
just
in
because
the
I have
back.
a shield.
She's our little pillow. Well, she's like a little absorber.
Yeah.
Well, Corbin's got a clave. Ugh.
I'm selling you down the river, fucker. You just wait.
Of silver. The
You
river
just
of
wait, guys.
silver.
You're not going to know it. The rest of the party, you're going to be shocked when I do it, but we're going to be at a pivotal moment that I'm going to go, Elijah's hiding some shit from you.
It's okay. I own the river.
Search his asshole.
So
With a clave.
to give you guys a little background, that actually happened in a game that we were
In a
running.
fucking game that I was in. Yeah.
Some asshole.
So
Oh, I'm sorry about the vape.
Oh no, I love it.
no, it's good. Okay,
That
so
was still funny
you
shit.
guys are.
It's like your own flute of sensuality.
You guys have some loot in the party sheet. If you look at the party sheet, it is the upper right-hand corner eye with some people in a party group together. You can look at the inventory in the party sheet and choose to take. If you want to take something, put your name as an assignee, and we can deal with it that way.
What? Where?
Upper right-hand corner, there's an eye, and then some looks like 3 people
A
standing.
peep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's an inventory tab on the party sheet. The stuff has been added to the party sheet. You guys can claim it or sell it or whatever you want to do.
I
but
don't see how to put our name on it.
assignment.
Yeah.
Can you not?
No.
Who wants the arrows?
Not I.
I'll take one. Just one.
Yeah, I got no need for
Just
really any of
one.
this. I'll take the map case.
I was going to take the map case.
I
You
was
take
going to
the
take the
map
map case.
Who's taking the map case?
Somebody needs to bring the map case. Just as
I'll
long as
grab the
we,
map case.
yeah, as long as we get a chance to look it over.
Anyone taking the scimitars?
Scimitars.
We can probably sell it. We want to put it in the wagon?
So you guys put this. Okay.
Yeah.
So Eleanor, grab the red dot and drag it to your inventory panel.
Okay.
And there it goes. It's off the party sheet and now in your inventory.
Nice.
Very easy. Super cool. Okay.
Well, that's handful. That's
So-
helpful.
So you guys get your bearings and you kind of start to figure out that you're going to head north into these woods and
Yeah.
how would you guys like to go about that?
There you go.
I'll take y'all's
I-
lead.
I took a scimitar.
Okay, so you did so. Perfect.
I done did.
I would probably check the map case, see what was in it.
It is empty.
Yeah.
I think those of us with the investigation skill should probably lead. As much as we'd like to have the meat shield in front, we don't want to ruin any tracks.
So interestingly
I'm not
enough,
good at that.
the survival skill is the one that lets you track things.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Let the people with perception skills die first.
That seems stupid. But,
I've got survival, not proficiency, but I've got. I'm pretty good at it.
I am not.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Can I bend down and try to look at the ground and see if I can tell where people might have traveled?
You start
Recently?
you start to bend down and realize you don't have to.
Okay.
I get it.
I'll get even closer to the ground.
Yeah,
You're already even.
gotta be careful. She has a short fuse.
No.
You boom!
Okay, so please roll a survival check in the tower.
Okay.
Very nice. So you see some tracks heading north, and they do appear to head away from you guys.
In which direction? North?
North and eastward.
Okay.
North by northwest.
We don't need none of that.
Let me grab. There's a trail hidden behind the thickets to the north, that leads northwest. I'm sorry, not northeast, northwest. You recognize that about a dozen goblins have come and gone along the trail, as well as signs of 2 human-sized bodies being hauled away from the ambush site.
Damn.
Ooh.
So you know a lot.
This does
That's
not
gotta
bode
be it.
well.
There's gotta be a lot of goblins that towed these guys away. Because dwarves are pretty heavy.
No.
No.
Right? I mean, I am one of them, but it's
You cut out.
I am one of them, but it's only been a day, so I'm not fully aware of what all's going on with the dwarves.
Let's hope the goblins weren't hungry.
Right. So, what do you guys want to do? Like, are we gonna follow it, or are we just gonna let it go?
Can you
Do
follow their
whatever.
trail?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
We gotta save Gundren.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so there is on the party sheet, if you look at the order, can you guys place, actually, let me get that off there. Can you guys place yourselves in the marching order, because the trail is narrow and you will be going one by one?
One by one.
Yes.
Oh boy. I guess I'll be in front since I'm kind of tracking. Does
Okay.
anyone want to be close behind?
I can't drag my character
can't
over
drag
onto that
mine.
sheet at all.
Oh wait, I think we just put the number.
Ah, that's right.
Wait, what?
No, I can't click on that either.
No, it's locked again.
On the battle map, or
No, on the
in your
party sheet where we got our weapons and stuff, on the
I
side
don't
of
have
it is
that
a
anymore.
yeah.
If
So
you just
open
click
it.
on the party icon, it's in the top right.
Oh yeah. Top right.
Yeah, I would be behind the captain, sticking close.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so
Corbin,
you guys,
you're all the way in the back. Why the long face?
I can move to the front really fast.
So how far between each of you are your characters?
Oh yeah, good point. Probably
Leo,
5
if
feet.
you wouldn't mind staying pretty close though, because I'm not great. That was like a one-off thing.
I would say about arm's distance, but not not too far, not right on top.
Yeah.
Quickly, an artist, offer them a drink.
So yeah, 5-foot intervals is what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So you guys make your way down the trail. Is there anything in particular you're doing other than
Walking.
walking?
Investigating. I'm looking at the trail that we're walking on, seeing if there's anything left. Pieces of clothing, personal items. I'm all about lockets and shit.
I'd be
I'm-
looking for,
Come on.
listening for anything, sounds in the woods,
Yeah, I'm gonna be rolling perception.
smells of campfire. That.
I'll just continue tracking.
And I'm readying action to drop out of the path into the brambles and into stealth the minute anything goes awry.
Okay.
So I should roll for a perception.
Yep. Everyone roll perception checks.
And I would ready action to cast something with my loot.
Sorry, I'm putting a little bit of pizza in my face.
I was gonna ask if that was pizza. It looked so.
Face pizza.
I'm not a big fan of pizza, but my wife wanted pizza, so we got pizza.
What? How can you not be a fan of pizza? I mean, let's really think about this.
Why are we friends with him again?
When I had children, I was like, that's all we're eating from now on is just pizza.
Children. Oh, pizza.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
went somewhere
Children
else.
pizza, whatever,
So the pizza that I get is a pan pizza marinara sauce with chicken, ham, and tomatoes.
That sounds like my kind of pizza.
It's pretty tasty. It's just, I am not a big pizza fan. I just am not. I'm a Chinese food fan.
That's Michael.
I do love Chinese food.
I'm lucky.
Hungry.
Michael cooked me Indian food today.
It's very nice.
It was so good.
Nice.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put you guys back here. Oops.
You guys figure that out. I knocked over my cup of water. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
No problem. So, what did we get on our rolls? Evelyn, yeah. Did Evelyn make a perception check? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so someone's got a little heavy breathing in the mic. If you would just pull it away a little bit.
Sorry, it was the horse nostrils.
No worries, no worries. So yeah, about 10 minutes after heading down the trail, you see a snare. Evelyn and Corbin, not Corbin, Leonardus.
A snare?
A snare. It's
Ooh.
it's a snare that will capture the foot of anyone that steps in it.
Where's our rogue?
Well, we put Elijah's foot in it.
All right. All right. So, what skill would disarming it be, or do we even need to? Can we just step over it?
Excuse me. You can avoid the trap completely.
All right. I'm just gonna.
But we don't want other people to get caught in this, right?
Don't worry. We'll take care of the source of the trap.
Okay.
And then we will ironically get snagged in this trap on the way back. I
All
will,
right. So,
What was it?
because it's an acrobatics check.
Oh,
There is a
acrobatics
snake.
check.
On the
yeah.
trail.
Let's point out the snare and move around it.
Okay, so you guys choose to move around the snare, and then you continue traveling up the trail. Everyone roll a perception check, please. Okie dokie. Lige, you rolled acrobatics.
No, I rolled acrobatics for the snare and then rolled perception.
Okay, so Evelyn, you lucky brat, you find about 10 minutes further a 6-foot wide, 10-foot deep hidden pit trap.
Say that one more time.
There's a trap that has been a pit that's been camouflaged with the dirt and the branches and stuff, so that it looks like it's part of the ground. So if you were to step upon it, you would fall down into.
Okay. I'll warn everyone first off that there's that there. And then I'm going to uncover it a little bit so that other people don't fall in.
Can you work on that, Terry, with that person, please? You're going to do what, Evelyn?
I am going to warn everybody about it first, and then I will uncover it a little bit so that other people fall in.
Okay. So you do so. It's actually very simple to get past. Yeah, that's all that you guys come across for the rest of the time that you travel up the trail. It is about a 5-mile hike up this trail, so it is considerable. It takes you guys, an hour and a half to 2 hours. to,
Jeez.
to get up the trail because you're it's probably closer to 2 hours because you're going kind of slowly, being cautious, you know. But then you guys let's see where'd it go. Let me pull up the map and get you guys on the map. So you guys come out of the woods into a little area, and let me put you guys all. Okay, so following the Goblin's Trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by the dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. So let me get you a little bit more open area. You guys see this? Oh, you need me to share? Let me do that. Okay, so you guys come out of and the stream converges with the trail, so you can see the stream come together, and it's leading into this cave entrance that is in the side of the hills.
Any signs of habitation around the cave?
So the Evelyn confirms that the goblin and humanoid trail leads to this cave.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna take point from here and move a little ahead of the party.
Okay, you can move yourself as you would like.
All right, and I'm going to crouch down and be moving as quietly as I can.
Okay, please roll a stealth roll. Very good.
And I'm gonna be peeking into the mouth of the cave.
Okay. Let me get this. Oh. Well, you're about to find out about it anyway.
That's not ominous at all.
Okay, so as you guys move up, you see this. There's a small side path on the east side of the stream flowing from the cave mouth. A small area in the briar thicket has been hollowed out to form a lookout post or blind. Wooden planks flatten out the briars and provide room for guards to lie hidden and watch the area, including a pair of goblins lurking there right now.
Ooh.
Have they spotted me?
They are drawing arrows to attack. So everyone roll initiative, please.
Okay, here we go.
So let me lock tokens. Okay, so go ahead and roll initiative. So you're creeping up, and you were not as sneaky as you thought you were, apparently, because these goblins were very attentive to you. And as you pass that area of briars,
Jeez.
they're what the hell, Evelyn?
That's 3 in a row.
No wine for you. You're not allowed to have wine while you play.
I know, right?
You should go buy a lottery ticket today.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Jeez. Michael?
Leonardo's about to get shot in the face.
Just the ass.
So we're going to adjust things slightly. Leonardus, you're going to act now. You are not surprised. Everyone else is kind of surprised by these happenings.
Okay. Do I have any way of making fire?
Cough, you know Eleanor very well.
Have I ever seen Eleanor make fire?
You've hung out with Eleanor various times through the years, and she has the ability to make fire.
Sorry, multiple of you I think are speaking and are muted.
Can you not hear me?
I see you, Brett.
Okay. So, sorry, what did you say? You said I've hung out with Eleanor, and then you cut out.
You've hung out with Eleanor for a extended period of time, and she has the ability to make fire in small amounts. She's not like a wizard caster kind of thing, but she can make fire. You got prestidigitation, don't you, or did you not
Yes.
take? Yeah.
I have it.
So she can make a spark to start a fire.
Okay. No. We're just going with the tried and true.
Damn it! I tried.
Gonna go with the tried and true for the one right up front, and I'm going to draw my short bow.
Okay. So the captain is creeping, and he's on the west side of the bank, and you see him stop, look over to the side, and with a quick action, draw his bow off, pull an arrow out, go like this, plick, and you hear this twing, and this ah.
Oh,
So please roll damage.
somewhere around 40. All right.
Yay!
Or
Somewhere
Four's
around
good.
40.
4.
yeah, 4 is good. Yeah.
At which point you can you can do next action, please.
All right.
And actually, let me make sure that I have that set. I was going to do.
That's too far.
Okay. Got it set. That goblin is not the next one that attack to move, but the other one. I used the wrong attack. Sorry. It's the same plus, so it's fine. He pulls out his bow, and you guys see an arrow shoot straight across that way and go over the captain's shoulder. And the other goblin moves up and shoots an arrow at you as well. This time I'll actually target you. And he'll target you. And he will shoot at you with his bow and miss you completely and curses loudly as he does so. And then
Ooh,
Corbin, you get to go at that.
No death.
Yeah, sorry. You get to go at that time. You see all these arrows go across, and you're just like, oh fuck, it's combat, dude.
Well, I guess I'll hoof it up there. Let's see. Huh. Is this now? This is a river.
It's a stream.
Okay, big enough to vault across.
It's 5 foot.
15, 20, 25,
If you want to
30.
wait, you can chuck me across.
Yeah. Do the
It's
old
not a-
fastball special.
Yeah.
Not a wagon. You'll be fine.
Corbin's not gonna live that down for a while.
Yeah,
We could call her Barry Foster.
I fall off the wagon, literally off the wagon. Okay, I will vault up here. Speaking of vaulting, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Up here to the river's edge. Let's see. It's not a river.
A crick.
The
I
creek.
was thinking the crick. I really was thinking the crick. I am in Arkansas, for God's sake.
Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me. If
I
I
live near
spring the
there.
leak, she mends me.
We have a Cripple Creek.
And we
Pretty
are
close.
springing this lake. Here we go.
Okay.
We do have a Cripple Creek. Hold on, wait. 30? It's 30, right? Bam.
Okie dokie. You are going to that square. You know what? That's great.
Partial cover. Look at that.
I go into the woods right there in the corner. I'm going to really mess with them.
Okay. And then what would you like to do?
I am a bit away, so I cannot take a sword shot, so I will shoot him with my hand crossbow.
Okay, so
What?
please do so.
I reach for my hip and whip out a little tiny crossbow that I shoot him in the face with. Okay.
Wait a minute while I whip this out.
While I whip this out.
So I'm going to remove the hex from you because you no longer have it,
Okay.
and you've already cast a spell, so you can't cast it again. Ever.
Yeah, that's just me.
And,
I say from now on, every time I roll a skill, that we just make that the only time I can roll it. No more investigation for you, prick.
Done.
Out of here. Just double click on the crossbow shot. Oh, I need to target, do I not?
That is correct.
Control this guy. Blam.
yes, control that guy.
I'm going to control him in the face with that right there. Blam.
Ugh. I'm
Yep,
triskaidekaphobic.
roll your
No.
damage.
Go away.
Are you shitting me in my face? Your face shitting me. That was a 4. Well, it was a 4. That's not
You
too
did
bad.
fall off the.
Shitting me.
You did fall off the wagon, so I guess you are shit faced.
Okay, so
And 4 damage hurts. I mean, that's stuck.
well, the worst part is he's got another arrow sticking out of him.
Yeah.
How
Hey,
many
bitch, how about
arrows can
this
we
one,
get
Phil?
into a goblin?
3.
So 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Thanks, my peeps.
So take your yes, Luderick, it is enough damage to kill a common human. Unfortunately, this goblin appears to be a badass. So please mark your turn complete, my friend.
Hold on.
He's a little bit of a badass.
Halfling's
hold on.
favorite jokes are one-liners because they're so short.
Okay, I'm going to.
Massacre this fool.
Should massacre the
Massacre him.
I don't think I can. Is it? Would you say it's half movement to get across this little stream, or
No.
we talking?
It's shallow. I'm gonna let you do it.
All right. What about going through these trees?
Difficult terrain.
Shit. Okay. I don't think I can make it anywhere.
Be the wall.
So I'll come up here by Leonardus.
Protect
Okay.
my coin purse.
She's right at the right height for it.
Yeah.
Would I be able? Is that too much? That's 30.
That's 25.
Is that 25? So yeah, I'll move right
You
there
move
then.
15.
So, might
That's my movement.
might I ask why you're moving up into combat?
I don't know.
Because you being a spellcaster with ranged spells.
Oh, you're so right. I don't know.
Blast that fucker.
Hey, Non. Got it.
Oh, she's not a touch things and they explode cleric.
No, she's
No.
not.
Oh.
It just happened.
Because she's really good at that part of it.
I will. I'm not going to cast a badass spell this time. Just going to cast a little cantrip.
Mhm.
I need them to make a dexterity saving throw,
No, what
please.
you're
Wait,
go-
has he taken any damage?
He has taken
No.
damage.
Oh, then yeah, I'll totally dead.
So target him.
And it is.
Open up Toll the Dead. And click the cast button.
That one. And then. Toll the Dead. Cast.
Okay, no, failure is good. That was his saving throw.
Yeah. Okay, so he takes a D12 of doublage and
And he
12.
took 12. What the?
Jesus.
I told you that mod would work and give you perfect. Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
He's a
So-
dead tiny ant.
So yeah, Evelyn runs up next to you, and you guys have blasted with arrows this tiny goblin, and she pulls out a little bell and rings it. It makes no sound from where she's standing, but this dolorous sound peals out from right around the goblin, who thanks for the follow there, Danger X. Who holds his head, and blood starts coming out of his nostrils, and he falls to the ground and slumps over and expires.
Yeah.
I might want to go hide in that pit trap back there.
Is she an abhorsen? Like, dang.
I might be what's his face's friend, Jacob Joseph
Johnny.
Johnny
Jingleheimer Smith?
Yeah.
I just have a question. What god do you worship? My god.
What's her name? Oh.
Ben?
Vishnu? Vishnu? Yeah, that one. The one who kills the fuck out of everything.
That's a really good question. Let me see.
Turns
Starts
out that's
with
the god I worship, apparently.
I think we're all gonna be converters.
I'm actually not from around here, so my god wouldn't really make a whole bunch of sense to you guys. A lot of
Makes
people have
perfect
actually
sense
told
to
me that I'm
me.
crazy.
She
Nope.
has a
Perfectly safe.
tattoo on her neck and cheek.
Nope, don't need to see it. I'm good. Yep. Just gonna follow.
Oh, what is it? Osh.
Kosh.
Bagosh.
Oshara?
But gosh, it's coming.
Akatosh?
No, Dan.
Hold on, it's on your character sheet, isn't it?
No, I thought it was, but I didn't see it. On
I
D&D
will find
Beyond or on...
I will find it for you momentarily.
All I have is my clan.
So, Evelyn, excuse me.
It kind of looks like that, just a little lower.
Nice.
Where'd it go? Description,
Name.
character details. You did not write it down. What is wrong?
I'll find it. Hang on.
Okay, she'll find it
It'll
and she'll
be-
get it to you.
Yeah. I'll
But
let you know.
in the meantime, can you press next turn, please?
Yes. I will. There you go.
So that guy's gone.
Well, Leonardus, you got to do something. It's coming up to my turn, and I got nothing.
Leonardus, you are seeing this going on. What do you do?
Don't piss off the halfling. What do you do? What do you do? And don't go below 55 miles an
Nice. Nice.
The hell?
That's not her name.
Sorry, hang on. Something's screwed up here.
It's okay.
Uh,
hour. I've had
Can you,
0 problems this whole game.
Can you click on yourself, Evelyn?
Aladra. Yes, I can.
I just need you to remove your movement there.
Oh, hang on. Oh. How do I get rid of it?
Drag it barely from your body.
Yeah, but it doesn't get rid of the 15. Is that mine?
Sorry, this has turned into a hot mess.
Yeah,
How
it's
do
not
I-
getting rid of that.
Yeah, how do I clear this?
Look at me, I'm spinning. Yay!
Sorry. Technical difficulties. There we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I don't think
There
that
we
one
go.
was mine. Sweet.
And there you go.
Yeah, for some reason it went from 5 to 20 feet.
Yeah.
All right. Leonardus is going to move up within range, draw scimitar, not scimitar, rapier.
Okay.
Now, this has never served me well, but here goes.
Hey, if we
Uh,
play it right, Leonardus, we can do a like a little stumble fight around this guy. He'll be so confused that it's missing. He'll be like, "What's going on?
He'll just fall on his own sword.
We're keeping you busy till the halfling shows up, motherfucker."
Our little friend's coming now. Don't you worry.
Say
Say
hello,
hello
to my little
friend.
That's right.
Roll damage.
There we go. A deity.
Gonna start carrying her with a hip strap, Ah, like a minigun.
And
He is not a badass.
Okay, so you reach out and you poke him through the shoulder, and it goes all the way through his body, and he goes, ah! And you withdraw your weapon, blood flicks off the end of it, and then you go next turn, please.
My name is
Dude.
Leonardus Umbermore. Prepare to die.
Nice.
Oh,
So
let him run away a little bit, and then you'll get an attack of opportunity.
he
Sorry, go ahead.
drops his bow and draws out a scimitar and slices it across towards your belly,
The little goblin that could.
and he hits you.
Here goes.
Oh,
look at that.
Holy crap!
Oh.
Oh, he does a lot.
Ooh.
quick, jump up on the wagon.
Why do I always have to leave every single fight critically wounded?
It's a rule. All right. Let's see. How far can I cast that heal? It's
30 feet, but you don't have line of sight right now.
I thought he was up
hidden
on
in
that
the
platform.
bushes. No, I'm hidden in the bushes.
Right. I see. Let's see. Oh, you want me to click on every square I'm moving to?
No, you just drag.
You can only drag in 8 directions is the deal. You can drag north as far as you want to go, but the minute you want to move 1 square to the right, you gotta drop it in that square and then go diagonal.
All right. So there we go.
Nope.
And then what?
8 directions.
8 directions.
Yeah. So I couldn't do that.
No, you're going. You're not going perfectly. Yeah, there you go.
Do you
But-
do you see what I've done? Yeah.
Well, I actually. Well, that'll work. That's that line of sight by there.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna move you just a hair further to
that,
get you
all right, that's what I was gonna do. So,
in
yeah,
a
works
square,
out. That'll work. Woo!
and then target Leonardus.
Thought I did.
I'm just
Didn't I?
yeah, you have.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right. And then cast. Then just click on heal.
It's Leggy.
You are using the spell Healing Word.
Healing word. That's correct.
So you could have actually done this from
Way
over
far away.
over here.
Yeah.
Just would you prefer to have not moved into the line of fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your Healing Word spell. And you get 5 of those hit points back.
Yay! I'm just bleeding a
Woo!
little.
Just a little bleeding.
Yay.
They're only mostly dead.
You're only mostly dead.
That is a bonus action. So now you have an action.
Oh well, in that case, give it back to me. I didn't realize. If you could DM move it back to me, I thought I was done.
Yeah, he moved his turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't understanding what you're saying.
In that case,
And he
now
the
I
healing
will.
Back. I'm like, oh.
Nope. No, he can keep the healing. In that case, I will attack said goblin with vicious. Actually, which would I?
Mockery.
Yeah, I think I will use vicious mockery on him.
So untarget Leonardus at this point.
Oh, I thought I had.
Don't use vicious mockery on me.
Yeah.
I deserve it, but don't.
He says something and he mistakes it for him. What's wrong with you? I thought we were friends.
No kidding. Let's see. I lost where it was. There it is. All right. And I would say something to you, but you're just a goblin.
That's
He
racist.
Fails his saving throw.
You're more Oklahoma than the Tiger King. Take that, motherfucker.
Who are are you, Carol fucking Baskins?
Carol fucking Baskins.
Oh, save
I never get tired
yourself.
of those.
I had a status the other day that said the Tiger King is the Oklahoma-ist thing that ever Oklahomaed.
Oh my
And living,
God.
and living next to Oklahoma.
So I was only half paying attention to it when I watched it, and I could have sworn the whole thing was happening.
Happening
It was
what?
that Oklahoma. I could have sworn the whole thing was happening in Florida.
It was so Oklahoma that it was almost Florida.
Yes.
Oh Jesus, that is Oklahoma.
So please roll your damage on Vicious Mockery.
Oh,
And a little side note for those who have not been to Oklahoma, it's funny because when it started out, it said Wynwood, and when I watched the sign on the water tower, it said that will be pronounced Winniewood or something. And sure enough, it
Yeah.
is.
Okay, so Lige, you come around and you throw an insult at this guy, and the guy looks really pissed, and then his face kind of crumples, and he falls to his knees.
Oh! I
Oh,
killed him
dead?
with laughter. I told you my jokes kill.
All right, so that is that turn.
That's a
Made
cool
him all
thing.
sad and shit.
Anybody speak Goblin?
Nope.
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 All right, take no prisoners. We're doing this the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Too bad you don't speak our language, so we could intimidate you, bitch.
Feels like a repeat of, the Native Americans. You don't speak our language. Kia!
So she's just gonna move up. I'm assuming that it's pretty obvious that the goblin is subdued at this point.
The goblin is dying at this point.
Do you guys want me to heal him?
No, he'll make noise and give us away as if we haven't been given away anyway, but just saying.
Okay. That was my kind of purpose in life, but this is fine.
To kill goblins, you're good at it.
No, to heal them.
We are healing we're healing
heal
his
everyone.
spirit. We're healing his spirit to the afterlife.
Okay.
Okay, so she'd move and
Hold on just a second. Sorry, I got working. We're going to do that, but I'm actually going to unlock tokens at this point, since you're not technically in combat. And
I would like to say something to the goblin. I say to him in Undercommon, I say, "Do you speak Undercommon, foul beast?" Yeah, we got to kill him.
I'm pretty sure that was
common, guys? What about common? That's why
Eleanor
it's called common.
Eleanor was coming to ask him if he's, just you speak common.
All right, dead time.
What about orc? Can you understand orc?
he don't speak nothing.
Well, he's going to be speaking with the dead here in a second.
Do you speak afterlife?
Death to you.
Say hi to my granddaddy.
Well, looks like we can't communicate with him, but it is still would be wrong to let him linger.
I can't watch.
I can't.
I'll get down and play in the stream a little bit.
Corbin?
Yeah, I just slide my sword into his throat real quick.
And Leonard's is turning the other way.
Actually, I'll do it in the heart. Let's don't be heartless about it, right? Let's put this motherfucker out. I stab him in his balls first. that's just mean. That's mean.
Making a new coin purse, are you?
I may look evil, but I'm not.
Let's keep moving. Let's find
Can I find a cool rock in the stream?
let's find Gundren.
Okay, bear with me. I'm looking at something.
gonna search, loot the other corpse, make sure that there's nothing on him, like a map to the entrance.
Hideout.
Yeah, in case there's.
You know, they might be the goblins that took the original map.
That's possible.
I doubt it, but it might be.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Angels in the outfield.
Yep. It could happen.
It could happen.
I love that movie. I've not seen that movie in a long time, though.
It's the best.
So cute.
Okay, guys. There we go. Okay, so you guys start looking the corpse over, and on him you find the same basic items as before. Sorry, there's 3 and 4 and 80. So they do not have any money to speak of. They're yeah, they're without funds, and I'd like to say that we have reached the end of our session.
Ah,
So, guys, you are 9 XP shy of 2nd level.
Can we find one more goblin?
Just one.
So here's the way I'm going to do leveling up for you guys. You have to take a long rest to level up.
I agree with that.
I was going to make it a little harsher and make you actually have to have a downtime to do so, but I'm just going to go with you have to have a long rest. So even if you did defeat one more goblin, you wouldn't actually get a level. Which, I mean, you'd be ready for the level, but you wouldn't get it unless you take a long rest. Are you guys intending on taking a long rest here outside this cavern?
No.
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 I don't know how healed is Leonardus.
He's fine.
Oh,
He's ready. He's ready to go find him some Gundren.
oh, I
This-
see.
This
He's
is
back
just
to
not
healing.
a good place to rest.
No.
Okay.
Well, and I think the longer we take getting in there, the closer they are to being eaten or something. I mean, remember,
Yeah.
Okay.
these things eat dogs and shit. So.
Okay. Well, then we're going to call it there. As you guys are prepared to enter the cavern complex that is before you, and I'd like to say thank you for playing with us today. This was a lot of fun. We're going to get some more excitement together, and next week we will continue on with the exploration of everything. Anyone like to say anything before I shut the recording and the stream down?
So next week we are starting off on a true dungeon crawl. That's going to be fun.
It's actually 2 weeks from yesterday.
2 weeks from yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So not
good
next
deal.
week, but the week after.
The week after next, 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern, 4-hour session, dungeon
Okay.
On
crawl
Saturday.
on a
Saturday.
Yeah. So anything else, guys?
Enjoyed it. This was great.
Yeah, it was very fun.
No.
Thank you to everyone who hung out with us in stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks
Yeah.
for all the subs, guys. You guys were great.
Yes.
Fantastic. Lots of fun, guys. If you guys will stay in Discord, we'll get a quick chat and wrap it up. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And
Oh, and shoot me some messages on my vicious mockery. I'm not good at it yet. So if anyone's got any suggestions for vicious mockery things to say, let us know.
yep,
Oh yeah.
that would be great.
Shout out to Ludorak.
Yep. Very shout out to Ludorak, the sexy named bastard. So guys in the stream, if you want to hang out here shortly, Banner will be having another stream that he will be presenting IS Boxer, I believe is the plan. So hang out and join with him, and otherwise we'll see you in 2 weeks for D&D session 2 of the Lost Mine of Phandelver / Dragon of Icespire Peak.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Yay!